Hello and welcome back to Fate Grand Order. Tonight I'm going to be following through with more of Heian-Kyo. Last time, we successfully managed to stop the Imperial Holy Grail War, but it seems Ashia Dalman had a plan the whole time, and he has created a Tree of Emptiness, Tree of Fantasy, however the proper translation is, and now we need to figure out a way here to go logging. Act 9. Sayatsu Hyobi, the first half. Dang, we're already Act 9. Well, I don't know how many there are in total. Lightning fell near the ruins of Rashomon at the southern edge of Heian-Kyo. Nobody was struck directly, but in lightning's wake, two demons appeared. They were not human, but truly demonic in all but appearance. A far cry from the creatures who wandered about at night. A single step, the nearby spirits began to writhe in agony and dissipate, followed immediately by other monsters going mad and taking their own lives. Oh my. Such was the overwhelming wickedness and power of these demons. Saisetsu, present. Yobi, present. The two humanoid creatures appeared more Oni than demon, for they now stood upon Kyo's ground without as much as a single spell. An impossible feat. Is that Tota and Suzuka? The great bounded field that surrounded Heian-Kyo was the creation of the legendary Onmyoji, Abe no Seimi. No manner of wicked creature should have been able to penetrate it, and yet even so... Cursed creatures, how dare you make way directly to Lord Seimi's bounded field? Who are you? Stay where you are. Not another step further. We 8 generals are corpses, and thus have nothing to discuss. We are here only to make our way to the demonic tree that stands the Suzaku Gate. None can stand in our way. Move aside, we may be corpses, but we are also invincible, ferocious blades. Demonic tree at the Suzaku Gate, you know of it. I'm pretty sure they can see it in the background there. Come on. Then you go no further, we will cut your heads off where you stand. We just warned you about our power and ferocity. Then you humans never listen to you, you just come out with your sword and start hacking away. Oh well. I guess I'm not in any position to criticize since I'm doing the same thing now. And that is one head. 2, 3. What the? Is that a sword floating in the air? Call for the warriors, we need their help. Everyone get stationed near Rashomon here on the double. Suzaku Gate is now the gate to hell. Once you arrive at the Naraka Mandala, this world will be no more. So I suppose killing you all here now is an act of mercy. How kind of you, Lady Hyobi. Don't be ridiculous. This is obviously like the opposite of mercy. Okay, so yeah, they're having the same JK Fox theme with her. And so, in the blink of an eye, every officer and warrior tasked with defending Rashomon was dead. This was nothing like the previous Oni's playtime. Blood, limbs, and heads scattered in all directions. Soon, the only two left standing were the demons. It was a straight shot from hell itself. Oh my. We have an emergency! Monsters appear on Suzaku Avenue. The offers and warriors there have all been devastated. Yeah, I can see the huge evil-looking tree at the Suzaku Gate from all the way over here. No, Kitoki, it was not the gate. Two demons calling themselves Saisetsu and Hyobi have appeared out of nowhere at Rashomon. They're slaughtering every nearby officer and warrior that begin to head north, directly towards the demonic tree. So we have two more monsters headed for that demonic tree. I recognize those names. Saisetsu and Hyobi are both Onmyundu deities. However, I've never heard of them being summoned with physical forms before. Know what's going on, Caster? No, I'm afraid not. Then what can you tell us about the demonic tree that's now at the Suzaku Gate? Not much, I'm afraid. All I can say is that it possesses an enormous amount of magical energy. It doesn't look like the others I've seen, but I can tell it is a tree of emptiness. Tree of emptiness? Come to think of it, you mentioned those before, didn't you? Yeah, you said they were monsters that look like giant trees that came down to Earth after the world beyond tomorrow became a world of pure white, right? So if one of those things is grown here in the city now, it must mean... actually, what does that mean? It means that Heian-Kyo is going to transform into an entirely different world. It also means the new Tree of Emptiness will take root in proper human history's skies, which will bring our very future to an end. And for the Master it means his return destination will become even more distant. Oh, that's amazing, there's writing just floating in the air. Whoa, who's doing that and how are you doing it? I didn't cast the spell and neither did Nursery Rhyme. It appears to be a long-range communication spell, though it's very different from telepathy. I suspect it was woven with a translation spell as well. Then perhaps it was cast by Lady Murasaki Shikabu. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I can't even sense Karuko here. I apologize for the intrusion. I hope you won't mind that I let myself in. Oh, the Genji are really good at sensing people, aren't they? Indeed, they appear to be much better than my own meager sensors. Oh my, Lady Karuko, I haven't seen you since we bumped into each other at Michinaga's Manor. And even then, I saw you only briefly. Please make yourself at home. Bring us some water, and do be quick about it. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Here you are. I shaved off some ice from the ice house to go with it. Oh, thank you. That is very... Ah, feel much better now. Thank you, everyone. I know very little about poetry, but I do adore your beautiful story. Unfortunately, it seems we won't have much time for a pleasant chit-chat. Just came here from the palace as fast as my carriage would carry me. After I received a notice urging me to come here at once. And no sooner have I left than that tree sprung up right out of the palace. It's okay, Karuko. You're safe now. Lots of tough warriors here in the Genji House. Nothing to be afraid of in here. Thank you. That was great, Kintoki. I'm so proud to see Noel to behave like a gentleman. Well done. Come on, knock it off, will ya? Anyway, what do you mean by notice? Did you receive a letter from someone? Does it have anything to do with the writing we saw floating in the air? It does. In fact, the letter I received was from Lord Abe Nosemi. Since this is work clearly... Oh, but I thought he wasn't in Heian-Kyo right now. Indeed he is not, even now. Abe Nosemi is somewhere far, far away. Specifically, the land of far, far away, meeting with Shrek and Fiona. That is why I'm speaking with you in this manner. Some of you have not seen in quite some time. Those who are speaking for the first time, allow me to say it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Abe Nosemi, the greatest Onmyuji of all time. So the real one has finally stepped in to stop the fake one. Assassin and Saber. Raiko might not be a bad option to bring along. I guess this is fine. My Tummo Cat should be perfectly fine for taking out if these are just regular enemies. I see no reason for this to be a boss fight. They would absolutely have hyped it up quickly, hyped it up before now if it was. I overheard everything. Oh, and when I say everything, I do mean everything. With all the Heian-Kyo in my bounded field, I know what takes place here better than how clean my own house is. Wait, you don't clean up your own house? I hear every triviality that takes place in the east side, every event that happens on the west side, and every underhanded trick played out in the palace. And of course, I know all about the conversations that took place in Fujiwara no Karuko's house, including the ones with Katrine Kintoki, Lady Donzo, and the people of Chaldea. You overthought everything, eh? Yes, I realize it's important that I do so. Let's talk about what that great idiot, that is, Limbo, has been up to. Alright. As you most likely already guessed, Limbo is indeed the one responsible for the pseudo-tree of emptiness that has taken root in the palace grounds. Pseudo-tree of emptiness. Still not sure what that means, but it's definitely what Limbo called it. Regardless, Ashia Doman summoned that black tree of emptiness. More accurately, while it pains me to say this, it was something of a collaborative effort between poor Ashir Doman and Limbo. It seems Limbo was summoned as the personification of the evil that dwelled within Doman's body, whispered something wicked into his ear, which led to his soul being swallowed up, the poor thing. Swallowed up? Back when we saw him in the palace. Limbo had already swallowed up Dome and Soul? Oh yes, but don't beat yourselves up for not realizing it. His evil nature was still hidden deep inside him at the time, so there was no heroic spirit presence you could have possibly sensed. None of you did anything wrong, he just happened to be one small step ahead. At any rate, he's certainly not hiding any longer, and I believe that's due to your success in halting the Imperial Holy Grail War. And that demonic tree was originally supposed to appear once the Holy War had concluded. Yes, essentially he got tired of waiting. Originally he planned to collect the souls of the 7 heroic spirits so he could link a holy grail to his Tree of Emptiness, almost immediately completing it. Oh dang, so he would have immediately won! And that is Limbo's true ultimate goal, to grow a tree to full maturity so that it may bloom. While I don't know whether it will also function as a wish granter once it reaches that point. With 7 heroic souls powering it, I'm quite sure it will generate tremendous magical energy, enough to make the impossible possible. That being said, I'm afraid I still don't know what exactly it is Limbo wishes to do with the Tree of Emptiness, since he never got around to saying anything about that. And the whole story about granting the winning master's wish was nothing more than bait. But sooner. Alright, Caster, Kentucky's lightning has already given me the jolt. I'm alright, Caster. His lightning already gave me what I need to wake up. I'll never again mistake what I should cut down and what I should protect. Limbo's wish is the only one the wish granter produced. Limbo's wish is the only one the wish granter produced through the Imperial Holy Grail War will grant. But now you've surprised him by surpassing his expectations, and he's grown impatient. That's why he's shown his hand, the pseudo-ancient emptiness, and abruptly cancelled the Imperial Grail War. Now he's begun summoning heroic spirits through different means. I have to say, I'm surprised by how aggressive Limbo's being here. Dolmen was never so rash. What about these two? Did Limbo summon them? Indeed. They call themselves by the name of the 2 of the Hashojin, the 8 Onmyondo general gods of all things. As much as that infuriates me, I'll put it aside for now since we have more important things to discuss. As I just said, there are 8 of them, so Limbo is calling himself by one of their names, so we should assume he will summon the other 7 separately. At the moment, 2 have materialized and are making their way north from the edge. Once they've crossed the Suzaku Gate and made their way to the palace grounds, they plan to sacrifice their own souls, the pseudo Tree of Emptiness. Since he can't get enough energy to grant his wish through the Holy Grail War, he's simply summoning spirits who are already pre-programmed to do so for him. That is a good plan, actually. Since the pseudo Tree of Emptiness has already acquired the souls of 4 from the Holy Grail War, Limbo only needs 3 of these to reach the tree to win. Got it. But what happens if we blow them away before they reach the tree? It would likely help to some degree. That would likely still help to some degree if all they need to do is feed the tree their souls. To feed the tree their souls was simply to self-die on materializing. They would have done so by now. So it seems safe to assume the proximity is an important factor. Oh, it means it would help us to some degree. Oh, hello, Panda. Welcome to the stream. However, given what happened in Shimoso, we could also assume the Holy Grail will collect their souls automatically if they die. Which means... Oh, wait, what does that mean? Cannot let these general gods cross the Suzaku Gate, but neither can we kill them. Is that it, Lord Seimi? So we gotta capture them without killing them, huh? Sounds like it's gonna be a tall order with these guys. It will be. The Hashojin will certainly be very powerful heroic spirits. Pandu in the house, indeed. Seems Abe no Seimi here is pretty offended at what Limbo is doing to blaspheme against his religion. But I guess there's more important things for him to worry about. You're likely not going to be stop them if you're holding back, but neither can you afford to shatter their spirit cores and let the demonic tree consume the souls. So the only choice is to steal the souls away without letting them dissipate. Show them, Karuko. Limbo's an ass, indeed. Yes, Lord Seimi. Are these Onmyodo talismans? There's some pretty patterns in them. They're very cute. These are Taizen talismans. I thought something like this might happen, so I prepared 8 of them ahead of time. Wow, this guy's really crazy prepared, like Batman level prepared, if he had something this incredibly specific. Because I can't imagine he'd have... No, I guess he could have theoretically prepared 7 for the heroic spirits of the Grail War, and maybe an extra in case one gets destroyed or something, so maybe it does make sense to some degree. Now it's Batman unprepared. Once you shatter one of the spirit cores, all you need to do is slap one of these on them. Do that, and the souls will remain in this world for a while, never reaching the pseudo-tree of emptiness. If you can destroy the Holy Grail, that is, the tree itself, all the souls will pass on, all will be well. Once the tree is gone, their souls will be released before they have a chance to be used for evil. Our next course is clear. Suna, Kentoki. I am ready. Hell yeah, I'm good to go whenever. Now we of the Sarwa Genji must band together. Now the 4 Heavenly Kings and I must show what we are truly capable of. Lord Medea, notice your arm. We cannot afford to lose you, lest the enemy gain new souls in the service of this Grail. Well, Lord Master, Lady Danzo, you two are esteemed guests and Kentoki's very first friends. So I'd like you to remain here if that's all possible, would you? No, Lady Rek, I promise I won't get in the way. If we're going up against heroic spirits, I know I can be of help. I swear I will. I'm going too. After all, I came here to help my friend. Yeah, you better believe I'm gonna be going too. Paired Batman's a little OP. Well, to be fair, half the time Batman is just improvising halfway through and pretending he planned it all along. Yeah, Limbo's gotten away with far too much for far too long. It's time I put an end to this. So you're all intent on making me worry, but I suppose that's a mother's burden. You're also very brave. Soon I feel as though the scales have fallen from my eyes as well. Very well, I should consider all of you Genji warriors from now on. Now come, let's protect Kyo together. Genji, move out! Oh, Genji, move out! Detecting a large number of monsters around Suzaku Avenue. I believe they are kind of familiar, most likely Shinigami that Limbo himself is manipulating with talismans. Imperial officers and our fellow Genji warriors are doing their best to fight them off, but the enemy appears to have the advantage. That said, these Shinigami are... Leader, thank goodness you're here. These things are being controlled by an Onmyuji. We've been cutting them, burning them, but they refuse to die. It's almost as though they're undying corpses. Corpses are Oni, it makes no difference. We fight until we make our way through them. Genji, advance. Hell yeah, Genji advance. Let's go, boss. Genji advance. Hurrah! Alright. At least. Pretty sure I should be able to finish Heian-Kyo before the next event starts up. But anytime I'm not streaming it, I'm also trying to get a bit of farming through, if only because I need to, let's do this way then. No, I don't need that yet. This should be sufficient. Okay, as you can see, I'm slowly getting my Tamacat up. Fortunately, since she's only NP5, I only have enough coins to bring her to 120 and none of her are pens. If you're wondering why I'm skipping on mana loading, it's because that skill is most ideal on something with a battery, which unfortunately I don't have. I could give her 100% here as it is now, but I don't really need that for reasons you'll be seeing shortly. Rest assured, I know very well what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, she's protected from the self-stun, so we can do it this way. Alright, she should deal more than enough damage to clear this wave. Overkill, yep, there they all go.
Good morning.
Yeah, she needs that NP gain charge because as a year 1 Berserker, Tamacat has absolutely no NP gain, basically. Which is a little frustrating. Kodama, huh? We saw some of those in Soul Hackers, and we'll see them if I do more SMT games. Alright, let's see here. We're gonna do it this way for the maximum buffs. The bad news is we went through too many of our cards, so I think the next one is just going to be the supports, but the good news is that's an assassin enemy, which means our supports will be able to use good basic attack damage. Oh, nice! She actually finished it on her own. Lucky me. This is yep, that team comp there is basically how I farm everything. As long as it's not a Lancer or a low HP, as long as it's not a high HP Lancer, Arash takes care of wave 1 and Tamacat handles the other 2. She sleeps too much. Yeah, I have to do a lot of maintenance to make sure she doesn't suffer from it. Suffer from the sleep effect. Puma, soul. The enemy is instantly regenerating from its injuries, it would seem. Just like what happened with the heroic spirit swordmasters. Indeed, they have been made artificially immortal by keeping their spirit core separate from their bodies. I'm told that in Shimosa, Lady Musashi was only able to reach their spirit core thanks to her extraordinary technique and Lord Miramasa's peerless blade. Sad that don't have any good berserkers that have AoE. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here, Tamakan isn't exactly amazing either. Mine is only good because I've invested in her so heavily. I mean, let's be honest with here, when you give a servant well over 100 levels in thanks to Grails, 2k of gold foes, and all that, and all the command codes as you saw, it's hard for them to not actually start. It's hard for them to not be good. Still, it is pretty good. Still, she is stronger than, who's the other quick Berserker? Oh yeah, Berserker Lancelot. She's actually stronger than Berserker Lancelot at base, so it's not like she's a weak servant by any means. She's just nowhere near the top tier ones. Lot's pretty good as the Varcaster. Yeah, single target Arts Berserker is pretty nice. If you have, whether you have Vlad or the upcoming Galatea, my understanding is they're really nice if you need a delete button against a single target. Me, I'm just gonna be sticking to my old-fashioned allies. But all we have are these 8 talismans that Lord Sami gave us. How can we stop these creatures for good? Out of my way. Ah, he has skill comparable to Musashi, I guess? Or, the enemies have completely vanished. Hurrah! Yeah, I'm willing to believe these guys are on par, though it's funny, since isn't Suna like 4 stars instead of 5? Yeah, people say the star rankings in this game don't matter. I mean, no Berserker I wanted for AoEs. Yeah, if I didn't have Tamacat, I don't even know if I have another AoE Berserker. I'd have maybe a free one. I'll have to check in a bit after this cutscene. I guess the Genji Wars being able to kill these things like Musashi makes sense. Man, this takes me back to Onigashima. Also cast spells on them to enhance their attack power. When paired with their natural combat abilities, it should be able to neutralize the artificial immortality. And again, seeing as they fight, they might have been fine even without my spells. Better safe than sorry, Medea. Although, I kind of wish you'd have those spells when well, actually, I don't even have Medea Lily, honestly. My only healer is Iris Vale and Asclepius. And both of them have their pros and cons, I guess. I don't honestly use either very often, bluntly. I guess this just isn't a game where healers are all that important. Get out of our way, we're coming through. We need to get those 2 Hashojin making their way to the road before they reach the Suzaku Gate. Come on, boss. Let me see what other Zerks I have here. Those are the Grailed ones. But yeah, if you want to see... Actually, I can show off some of my Grailed ones while I have a moment. Adelante Alter was one I had to pick with the 4-star ticket because she refused to come home. Seriously, I pulled really hard on the Ivan... I think it was the Ivan banner for her. Neither came home. So I just used the ticket to guarantee her. Queen Sheba... like Lakshmi Bai, she's an obscure character I genuinely wouldn't have expected to show up in the game, so I was happy to pull for her. I actually pulled up for her during Salem, and ironically only got 1 copy of her while getting like 2 of Abby before. But then I pulled on Gilfest, and I didn't get any Gil, but I did get her. So I'd say I find this, this a total win. Summer Mordred has simply been my main farming rider since the word go. I grailed her to 90 because I figure I've been using her all this time, I think she earned it. Santa Nightingale, I actually really liked her story in the event, and she's also a highlight of every event, even when her Berserker form shows up. If we get another 5-star ticket, I might grab a Berserker form just to have the full set. Skandar? Ooh, nice. Aresh Kagal is another one. I have gone for her to try and get her NP higher, but no luck. But hey, I'd rather have her than not have her, right? Oh yeah, Tamalancer here. My first taste of pain in this game because I spent like 800 quartz worth on her, and nope. I had to get her like a year or two later when she returned on a... Summer 2 was the first time I attempted to... the Summer 1 rerun was the first time I attempted to summon on her. I saved up basically since I started to get that, to get her, and no luck. But I did get her later, as you can see. Yeah, Tamalance, indeed. Oh yeah, and I did mention Tomo no Mai here, the caster form. She did not come to any of my summons, period. When we got the free 5-star ticket, I had to drag her kicking and screaming, basically. But hey, her and Castoria make my Jason here into a legitimate powerhouse. That said, I still do have to be honest and say raw damage is Jason's weakness, even with how high I've grailed him. If I do another 120, which I'm going to say right now is a really, really big if, because holy hell is it a pain in the ass to get all these XP cards. I don't even mind the QP and Grail cost for Tamacat, but you can even see now, even after all this farming, she's still only 108. But yeah, but Jason will be next if I end up deciding to do another. And again, I would absolutely have brought Sieg to 120 first, if not for the fact he's a welfare, and thus I sadly cannot get him there. Even I was surprised at how good his writing was for this game. He was my least favorite part of Apocrypha, but they genuinely turned around my opinion. I must say, kudos to the writers. Although I think the writer for the event was also the same writer for Apocrypha, so I think they just took the criticism of him and, well, made him better. Which is, I'm all for it, I can tell you that much. Yeah, the only two metacasters I have are Castoria and Scotty. I'm probably going to go for Koya and Oberon as well, just to make sure that I can have any of my A-listers. Is here good. And of course, Sherlock. Sherlock here is one of the reasons that I started playing this game in general. I mean, even when pushed the anime filter here, he looks very similar to how he did in the old movies, which I think is pretty neat. As of the NA server, we still don't know if something else is going on with him, and in his interlude, he says even he isn't sure, but he did promise that whatever goes on with him, he'll never do anything that we, the player, would disapprove of. Now, some have said he could technically be lying in a case of, well, he sacrificed someone for the greater good of humanity, but I don't think so because he said it was something we, Ritsuka slash Gouda slash Gudako, we personally would not approve of. And it's very clear the player character at this point will not approve of sacrificing even just one person for the good of all humanity. So, I think that technicality is what makes me think he's trustworthy, even with the questionable stuff. Because I don't have him, but Moriarty, I've seen his interlude. He does warn you that while you can trust him to always be evil, well, the same can't be said of someone like Sherlock. And while that is a good point, Sherlock does make a good counter-argument in his interlude, and so I am on Team Sherlock still. I will trust our buddy here. And of course, Karna. Guess who actually did come home when I pulled on Tamlance the first time? I had all the materials waiting for her, but she didn't come home. But Karna did, so I was all, you know what? Screw it. Karna, you're my new main Lancer. And he did indeed serve me well for a good amount of time. I still use him even now and then, because at the end of the day, he's a genuinely powerful Lancer, especially against anything divine. But yeah. Oh, and Suzuka. This one's a fun one. I grailed her entirely out of spite. Remember how I said that Tomo no Mai refused to come home after pulling for her a few times? Well, during the first 4-star ticket I ever had, I said, you know what, In revenge, I'm going to throw in with her rival, and so I immediately grailed her to 90. Hey, I don't regret it. Face card crits are extremely fun, and Suzuka's extremely good at giving high damage crits. I love it. So I do not regret it at all. And like I said with Lakshmi Bai, she's an obscure character that you don't see reference much in media, so I was really glad when she finally did show up. Definitely an upgrade for sure. Definitely a grail to 90 at least. And as you can tell from here, 90 is what I typically grail people to unless they're either A, already 5 stars, or B, someone's already up there. And she's technically a Jeanne face since Lakshmi Bai's story is basically an Indian version of Jeanne d'Arc. She got into a scuffle with Britain. She wanted to uprise them from their oppressors, but sadly met a tragic end. Do I have any berserkers here? Actually, no. No. The only other AoE berserker is Cha-Cha, who, I'm gonna be blunt here, Cha-Cha is extremely weak. You'd almost forget she's a berserker with how low her damage is. So yeah, I'm not really gonna... So yeah, looks like Tamakat here is my only real AoE berserker, or at least the only reliable one. If I didn't have her, I'd basically be stuck with either Spartacus or Darius. Although, to be fair, Darius has one of the highest... I think he has the highest attack of all 3 stars. Something like that, but yeah, he does have genuinely good damage for a 3-star. And for the record, yeah, I'm looking forward to Shiba and Lakshmi Bai getting their buffs coming up. Yeah, we're basically just farming now, and Tamakat is a really good farmer. Well, with all the help and support I'm giving her, granted. Like I said, as a Year 1 servant, Shiba has basically no NP gain because and 3 Buster cards, so you can forget about getting much NP. But her NP, of course, is quick. I genuinely do not like when a servant has mismatched cards like this. I probably wouldn't have even been using her this much if she was not my tutorial summon and reliable ever since I got her. I mean, this Tamakat here basically carried me all throughout part 1, just because, you know, Zerker class advantage works on everything. Is her... No, it's not there, so we have to do it this way. I do have some Grail projects coming up. Like I did mention, I think I'm probably going to end up throwing with the Chung sisters. On that note, the Pokemon artists did a really good job on them, I think. I hope they do some more non-Pokemon stuff. Ironic, because that probably sounds coming from my avatar. But yeah, they do good artwork. I would like to see more from them in general. The Dark Priest. Here. Let's do it this way, because I think a Brave Chain should finish it off. Here we go.
Good morning.
And there we are. Easy. Looks like Paul Bunyan's about to max her bond. That's good. As you could probably guess, the last one of my party is simply here for bond farming purposes. Everyone else is here for a darn good reason. Jeanne is a Saberface, though? That's true, but since... While that is true, you can tell Lakshmi Bai is meant to look like an Indian version of the French Jeanne already in the game. Yeah, bond farm. I'm not typically the kind to bond farm, but story missions give you, well, you just saw there, it gives you like 1600 bond, when most missions will give you like 700 or 800, so figure might as well, right? There we are. The hostiles have all disappeared. That takes care of all the Shikigami, which Limbo presumably sent. I'm also detecting 2 extremely powerful energy signals ahead. Please be careful, everyone. These must be the new heroic spirits Lord Abe no Seimi told us about. 2 of the Hashojin. It looks like it's Toad and do it for the quartz or apples. Mostly apples, they don't expire. I don't go very hard on lottos, so I have more apples than I know what to do with, hence why I'm not hesitating to spend any. Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about how Arcanite handles their stamina restores. On one hand, an expiration date means you are pushed to use them, rather than just sit on them for ages and never use them. But on the other, and I will admit, the game should probably be doing, probably, it's a basically, you know that you might, but I might need it later feeling. Stamina potions are definitely prone to that in all gotchas I've played, so I can respect Arcanite's wanting to combat that. But at the same time, it also means I don't get to choose what to use them on. I can't use them on a particularly, on it like an event I really like or whatever. I have, not unless there's an event right before, not unless I save the ones from the week before, I mean. At the same time, like I said, I have well over 200 apples here, and I know for a fact I'm never going to use them all, so they're kind of just collecting dust. I might as well not have them in most cases. Even when the next Christmas event goes up and I try and get Santa Carna, I'm probably just going to do a handful. 500 apples. Oh, dang. Well, to be fair, I'm very casual with this game, so I don't even farm them all that much. I just heard someone call our corpse names. Just when we are almost the Suzaku Gate. I see, so there are a few heroic spirits. A few heroic spirits here. Now, don't be like that. Take a closer look or sense the spirits for yourself. These people aren't like the ones we killed so easily. These are real warriors, like the kind you surely once knew. It seems we have no choice but to stop and deal with them. Flee for your lives, brave and powerful Heian warriors. None can stand in our way. My corpse's cursed name is Saisatsu Taratorta. I will be the death of all of you. My corpse's cursed name is Hyobi Suzuka Gozen. If death is what you want, I'll gladly kill you all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure after I broke 100 the first time, it never went below that either. I must say, I know they want these red eyes to look menacing, but since all they did was just color in the eyes with pure red, it looks silly. Now, am I going to fight them one at a time or two at a time? Guess we'll find out in a moment. Hmm. I may want to play it safe and just go with a single target here. Now, this is probably an archer and a saber. It looks weird? Yeah, I agree. This is likely an archer and a saber, but as we've seen, they don't mind changing up classes here and there, so I might want to try something else. But who can I use? I guess I could use Abby. Abby is not particularly good, but she does have good support skills, which could help Kentoki a lot. So I could simply focus on keeping Kentoki alive and not worry about her. Alternatively, since it's a Saber and Archer, I could just bring an Archer, a single target Archer like Chloe, Kira, or whatever her name is, or Altera here, since hitting neutral is far from the worst thing I could do. They're both knight classes, so unfortunately not much to do about that, but... Alright, we'll bring Abigail here. Will be another support for Kentoki. Act 10. Saisota Hyobi, second half. Flee for your lives, none can stand in our... Alright, they're repeating from the last one. 1, 2, 3. It seems we have 2 casters, 1 assassin, 3 warriors, and a simple kid. NP looping with Little Vinci and double arts is fun. Sounds like it would be, yeah. My only arts rider is Ryoma. And Ryoma for arts and Kentoki for quick, I should say. I honestly have never felt like I needed any... Between those and Summer Mordred, I never felt like I ever needed another rider, so I simply don't pull for any. Well, tell a lie. I did actually pull for Nemo, but, well, as you saw, sadly, he did not come home. Yeah, I figured as much. Ah, seriously? Do you like think you could stop the two of us with such a pathetic group? It's Toda and Suzuka. What? See, so these are heroic spirits. It hadn't really sunk in earlier, since we only knew of casters from foreign worlds. But I see now these are truly fearsome warriors of legend. Lord Fujiwara no Hidesato, also known as Tawatota, renowned for slaying the Great Centipede and for ending one of the greatest rebellions in East Japan. Lady Suzuka Gozen, known as Tate Boshi because of the hat she wore, daughter of the Demon King of the Fourth Heaven, slayer of countless Oni. So these are heroic spirits, humanity's accomplishments made manifest. Not just any either. These heroes are responsible for some of the greatest feats in human history. Tawatauta, slayer of great centipede, Suzuka Gozen, the Demon King's princess and wielder of mythical blades. Such fearsome opponents, they practically overflow with magical energy. Even with Lady Raiko, Suna, and Kintoki, the strongest Heian warriors at our side, we are no match for them, Master. We cannot hope to fight them directly. Lady Donzo, I don't know much about magical energy. It means we are at a great disadvantage. And your point is? Oh ho! All that matters is who is standing when the battle ends. Whatever our field of battle, this remains Kyo, the most prosperous city in Japan, and the heart of the human world. Should we take even a single step back, Kyo would fall, human society would crumble, and once proud warriors would turn to villainy. So, we of the Genji should never falter in the face of our enemies. Even if those enemies are great heroes of legend, we'll fight and we shall win. You know what makes a warrior a warrior? The willingness to swing their sword, pick up the spear, hone their martial arts, and so that they might stand firm in the face of death. Suna, Kintoki, you're here. You're damn right. One Suka Gozen, huh? I've never been one for book learning, but even I remember hearing those names. I got no doubt they're gonna be real tough enemies, but here's the thing, Donzo. Now that they've shown up here under Limbo's control, it's a whole other story. Whatever it takes, we're gonna stop them right here, right now. Genji, advance! Genji, advance! RD plus Tama makes a very messed up NP loot team and almost comparable and better than RD plus Mimlin if you have Arts NP. Yeah, if you're going Castoria and Tama and Tammo, that's usually because you want an extra push in raw damage power. And I have done that. I think I even did it back. No, I didn't have her. I don't think I had her back during Olympus. But I did do it in some event challenge quests simply because I needed the extra damage boost. And Tamamo plus Castoria really boosts an Art Servant's damage to ridiculous levels. It's awesome. Plus, Tamamo can actually heal, which is the one thing that Caster Artoria cannot do. Understood. In this land, in this time, I thought our names alone would break your spirits. It seems I underestimated the warriors this time. No, the Genji clan leaders. Come, Suzuka, let's see what they can do. You got it. My Daitoran should be just the thing to see what the top warriors this time are really made of. Break their HP gauges to make them get serious. And show me what you got. Alright, Alright, so if they're not going to use their NP until I break their gauges at least once, I need to be careful here. Tota's, both of them have AoE NPs, so theoretically they're not going to be ridiculous damage. However, what concerns me in particular is Suzuka's, because that increases her crit rate and crit damage when she's an enemy. As a player, it just gives crit stars. Increase their death. Darn it, her magic resistance negated it. It's not a big deal. Now I'm gonna split the NPs a little here. I'm gonna use Abby's NP on the next one. Buster resist down. That should help Abby a lot. Abby has absolutely trash tier NP gain, so she's gonna need this. Alright, Abby, show me what you got. Only half, huh? Would you believe me if I said Abby has actually one of the highest attack stats in the game, and yet even she's got so much going against her she can't deal as much damage as she should, basically. It's sad indeed. Extra. Alright. She's gonna start using her NP in the third bar, so let's get ready. Oh, of course she's gonna do that. Why wouldn't she? I should have realized that was gonna happen, and I could have used the NP too. Oh well. I'm pretty sure no one is gonna survive this. Yeah, no one did. Oh, I only had to break the bar to move on. Okay, then. Okay, no damage done. I don't use Abby all that often, but like I said, when I use her, she's usually more of a support than an actual proper damage dealer. Suzaku Avenue. Alright, we're gonna have 2 here, so I should probably take it a bit more seriously. Take this. Too easy. Damn, they are strong. No wonder this guy was a legend. I can't believe he blocked Raiko's surprise attack with just one hand. Impressive, gotta give him that. Ain't gonna be an easy fight. And you know what else it ain't? It ain't golden. How can you guys be the strong and still fight to bring humanity's downfall? Doesn't make sense, right, Raiko? Indeed not, Katoki. I couldn't agree more. Why would true heroes of such legendary renown throw in lots of the monster hell-bent on destruction? The spell Limbo is used to control your body, so powerful? I, for one, cannot see how your deeply held convictions can ever succumb to such evil. What happened to Sato? I don't think you'd know better than try and converse with an enemy during battle. But since you simply must know, I guess I can answer you. At the heart, heroic spirits are simply nothing more than empty shadows inscribed upon humanity. We're at best familiars at best, regardless of what we may leave in our wake. And above all, in our case, we are already corpses. Corpses. Corpses have no feelings or wishes of their own. We are truly heartless. All we can do is follow orders and leave destruction in our path. This is just what happened with the heroic spirit sword masters in Shimosa. I've said too much. Come, have at you. Hachiman. There's your rhyme, Lady Medea. Master. I see he was targeting the back row instead of the front row with that attack. I don't know about normal heroic spirits, but like Tota said, we're already corpses. Words are no more than ornamentation. Feelings, wishes, hearts, nothing more than illusion. We're puppets put out here to destroy, kill, and lay waste to everything. Do not question us, do not speak to us. All you need to know is those who are moved by doubt by our names will soon meet grisly end. All the more so if one of them should be wielding in Tamakaro's Onikiri. Stories begin weaving their tale. This is Daitorin, blanket the sky in color, skewer the swarm of evil with heavenly rain. Love blast the demonic sun shower. Ah, pathetic. Is that really all you've got, hand warriors? How do you expect to defend your city against every Oni if you're so weak? Get together already. The city's home to many different people. It's the greatest society in Japan. The place Toramaru gave his life trying to defend. You inherit his will, right? You carry his sword, right? Stand up, damn it. If your legs won't support you, lean on your sword. Don't let a couple damn corpses get the better of you. How can you call yourselves successors if you do? Even call yourself warriors. Even as a corpse, your pride is so strong, it leads you to shed tears of blood. I am deeply moved. Even as a heartless corpse, even I feel something stir in my chest. How strange. Toda, I already had my own divinity before this imitation was crammed into me. That's why I can shoot the shit like this. You're the one who's amazing. You talk a lot, laugh a lot. If your eyes weren't so red, I bet you'd be a pretty handsome guy. Well, thank you. That's kind of you to say. In that case, I suppose I better show off my better side. Will you join me? Maybe. What'd you have in mind? That depends on them. I trust you've heard us, Genji warriors? He did. Never thought I'd meet an opponent so strong as to hold back against us. Your words are harsh indeed. Nonetheless, I hear them loud and clear. Can you still fight, Caster? Killing you right now, and I'll cast enhancements on everyone else as well. It's true, you guys are real strong, but you haven't killed us off yet. In fact, let me ask you something. You guys are both real good at projectiles, so you could have kept your distance from us, but you didn't. No way we can fight to get up close and personal to cut our opponents down. But that'd be pretty tough to pull off against fighters as skilled as you two. Hard to get close to your opponent when they're pelting you with a bunch of arrows and swords from a mile away. Yet for some... Oh, I'm sorry, from a kilometer away. Yet for some reason you guys never kept your distance. Why is that? Don't tell me, I know why. Because it wouldn't be golden. Well, brother, am I right? Lord Kentucky is taunting them. There's no underhandedness to his methods at all. All he wants is an up-close fight. However, will we truly be able to beat the Great Centipede Slayer and the Demon King's princess in such a way? Oh my, did you hear that, Suzuka? I did. What do you think? I think it's time we ended this. Now that we're corpses, the least we can do is fight with all of our strength so we serve as a guiding light for the days to come. Ha ha ha! Basically, we're just gonna kill them all, right? What kind of guiding light is that? That's cruel. I don't know about that. If we let our guard down, they could very well end up surprising us. Now's the time. We fight with all of our strength. Remember, that's the way the world we come from. Future's no different. The only thing that may overcome the past is us. In this case, tomorrow. Why not try betting everything on what tomorrow holds? Sounds nice and all, but really, when you talk about fighting full strength, sounds like you're saying we should just stop pulling back and kill them. Well, I guess not quite the same thing. I mean, it might just be semantics then. But hey, semantics are important. Alright, I'm in. Master, they're getting serious now. I better steel myself too. You possess power, thirst, yearn, struggle to make your wishes reality. If your desires are true, join battle and kill as you must. If your dream of seeing what lies beyond tomorrow, use your power possessed to make your way through us. Hell yeah, time to settle this. Oh my. I suppose we would need to see this battlefield. A deathmatch stage, so they're still using this place even now the Grail War is no more. This is the blood-stained battle of Limbo. The losing soul shall be consumed upon defeat. Corpse's cursed name. It's Tota, and this is where my bow and arrows halt you in your tracks. This is where my 250 blades will bring your journey to an end. Now come and show me extent to your power. What you do to see tomorrow. We see your resolve and we'll meet in turn. Sooner. Understood. If this is where our lives should end, so be it. Have at you. I think the smart thing to do would be to try and take them all out one at a time rather than individually. Kuro has her own self-survival, but Santa Altera here does have... Her NP will generate stars afterwards, so we can use crit attacks after, and I think that might be a bit more valuable here. I don't have all 3 command seals if I end up needing it in this fight, so I need to be very careful. Although if I need to, I can, in fact, use one for a quick NP, for example, like if I'm clearly 1 NP away from winning. Santa Altera, indeed. I'd actually just played Fate Extella at the time her Santa form came, so suffice to say I was really in a good mood to have an Altera. Offer up your lives. Oh dear. Let's go! A daily support attack. Resistance to all attacks when special resistance significantly decreased when attacking with a noble phantasm. Demerit. Resistance, but special resistance decreased when a noble phantasm hits. Okay, so I was smart to be doing this. Now, I could go after Toda first, simply because I'm a bit more concerned about his. But then again, Suzuka has a lot of crit damage, which means even her basic attacks can be a pain in the ass. So while Toda charges his NP a lot faster than she does, I'm a bit more concerned about her. Overcharge times 2. Oh, can I use my abilities 2 times in a row? That's interesting. Alright, let's get some more stars here then. Let's go. Oh my, that was really a lot less damage. They didn't attack, he just healed? Not what I was expecting. Alright. Not an overkill, so it didn't kill. Alright. Oh dear. I see, they want me to wait for the... so the resist goes down, it's like... Okay, so the resist goes down every time they use their Noble Phantasm. That's interesting. But I do get it, it makes sense. Oops, wrong one. Math is bad civilization. It seems that way. Alright, let's see how this works then. Yeah, this is not good. So it looks like I'm going to be able to fight Toda. I should probably just reset, honestly, now that I know the gimmick. Yeah, I figured Santa Terra's not going to survive that. Special resist down. Decrease the resistance to all attacks. Let's just restart the fight so that I can just save those NPs for next time, because we're definitely gonna need that. But it does indeed look like Toda's, since Toda uses his NP first, we should probably focus him down right away. Which by extension means I probably want to exchange Santal Terra. I do know one person who's very good at taking out archers. Of course, this does mean I have no arts ones, but that's fine. I didn't have any last time either. Both sides. Under the dark sun. Offer up your lives.
水産お月さんまで行っちまいな。
Let's go. Huh. I actually think I might be able to do this. I actually think I know how to do this. Notice how Midsummer Curse here increases the enemy's charge. If I wait until Toda is completely charged and then use this skill on Suzuka, which... but she might get charmed. I'll have to hope she can resist it then, I guess. Because what I'm banking on is basically eating two of their NPs and using Round of Avalon to survive. That's my only bet at this point, and I'm not exactly happy that this is all I really go on. Really? One thing I could also do is stall her out a little early. Alright, there we are, yeah. I can't allow Castoria to die early. If she dies on the next turn, it's all over, so I'll just reset if that happens. I know that basically saves scumming, but it's just not worth the effort. Charge takeaway. No, I want to give charge because I want them both to NP at the same time if at all possible. Because if I can do that... Yeah, as you can see, their meters are almost synced. I want them both to NP at the same time so I can use Round of Avalon to survive. And I suppose I should probably do this to make sure she survives it. Yep, I knew that was a good idea. Oh, come on, are you kidding me? Alright, here we are. I need to use up someone's NP here in order to get Round of Avalon to have enough defense. So... let's do it this way then. Round of Avalon for 2 waves of invincibility. There we are. Alright, let's do it. Just take and choose over forward. True. Either way works, I think. Here we go. Both will NP, which means both will now be vulnerable.
最後の竜は我がの縁。集う円卓の守護者たち。ラウンド・オブ・アバロン。
Here we go, both NPs. And now wave 2, Suzuka's turn. Oh, she didn't use it. Damn it, not enough. Alright, Tomo, it's your turn. We should theoretically be able to break this bar, so let's do it. Yeah, I can't believe how that ended up. I guess they're only allowed to NP one at a time. But with his special defense gone, he should immediately go down. Yeah, you saw 400k damage. Yeah, I think we're in good shape here. As long as I... Alright, now Suzuka's gonna NP. Tomo Lancer is weak to Suzuka, but I need to take care of Tota. Suzuka's the only one vulnerable right now. I could heal Tota with a command spell, but I don't think he's gonna survive more than a turn if I do that. And plus everyone's low on HP. Alright, well, she's vulnerable. Gonna have to hope this works, otherwise I might be a little boned. Let's go. If I take out her HP bar, though, I think we're in good shape. Yeah, he broke her bar. Unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna survive this turn, but I think we should be fine. She's stunned. Put your heart into it. Charge each turn. Darn it. Critical up. Alright. Increase MP and remove all debuffs. Okay.
運命をかけた戦いであれば
Darn, I should have used on Destroy Yourself, darn it. I might have accidentally screwed myself. Well, there's a few things I can do to fix this problem. Ah, yes, I can do this. Okay, yeah, I can get Round of Avalon next turn. Alright, we can survive this MP pretty easily, I think. It's okay. It's not a big deal, but I do kind of wish he gave guts to himself so that I can do this for more than one turn. Jason. Okay, good. Jason, add a buff to Thomas Summer here. Alright, this should be fine, I think. Alright. Tamalancer's Brave Change should be sufficient. And this, the anti-mail bonus should last for an entire turn, which means she should be able to clean him up. Not nearly as heavy as the last one, but that's some good damage, I think. Oh yeah, that took him out completely. So now we only have Suzuka to worry about. Excellent. Oh right, Lancers are not good against. This might be a little painful. Okay, that did charm, so she's gonna lose her turn next time.
誇りに圧倒します。
おいおい。
輝き。足を狙います。
いけ。
Suzuka's also female, so the only thing about Tamalancer's NP is the photo click is non-sync. Yeah, that kind of low-key frustrates me too, if we're completely honest. Are we really better off with Jason's NP than Tama Summer's? Given Suzuka takes half from Summer Tam, that may actually in fact be the case.
まさにサマーワケーション。
まったく仕方のない。勝利は目前だな。
早炊きですカルウェナ。早炊きですカルウェナ。対終末対粛清ボール圧倒し
Here we go. I'm probably gonna lose Tamalancer, but that's a sacrifice I'm gonna have to make. She did her job, she took out Toda. So now we just need to hope we can finish it off with Jason or Sherlock. Sherlock might work, but Suzuka has sure hit, so his dodge is useless. And I mean completely useless. Alright, the anti-pierce defense should be good. Should keep us from taking any damage here. Yeah, we're safe. Dang, she really hated, Astoria, didn't she? Dang. Art's effectiveness, I think my best bet is this.
アルゴノーツ、出陣の時だ。
Here we go.
おいおい。
I expect this to do basically no damage, unfortunately, but that's nothing I can do about that.
狐はまるっとお見通し。
Besides, she just used her NP, we have to capitalize on this moment. Yeah, female with a resist, that's not gonna do anything. Jason, well, he is gold foed, level 100. He has all the bonuses I can possibly give him, so fingers crossed it at least does something, but yeah, oh, that actually wasn't too bad. And of course. I don't mind if I lose Tamalancer or Jason, but I absolutely try and protect Astoria, but I think we might be fine. Charge gain, sure hits. Phew. Actually, I think we might want to protect Jason.
早立ちです
Sword
軽め
selection next time. Alright, let's go.
黄昏の時
この
再び
私においおい
Alright, Suzuka's NP will be blocked by this, which I'm pretty confident should be good.
慣れた剣は彼の手に霊殿なる勝利を刻めラウンドオブアーマロン
畳か
そ
いける
Here we go. Alright, here we go. Okay, good. She's focusing Jason, which means... Eyes of Medjed. Because we need to do this.
早立ちです軽めな
Perfect. I don't think this is gonna matter, but let's
運命
just
に
use
か
it.
けた戦いであれば
Alright, this should finish it. Go, Jason.
おいおい
Show them why you're the leader of the Argonauts. Of course, Tam could also finish it off since Suzuka's taking more damage. But, again, it's a pretty big disadvantage. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Oh, it was! Interesting.
貴様たちも
That was
よくやった
surprising.
もち
Yeah,
ろん
nice win indeed.
一番活躍したのは私だがな
There we are. Hurrah! Oh, great Butzelov of arms, I beseech thee, deliver my arrow upon its target. Stars, begin weaving thy tale. This is the famous Daitorin. Blanket the sky in tiles of... Man, demonic? Oh dang, is that a new sprite? They reuse it. I don't remember this one being in, I don't remember this, portrait being in CCC or other events she's been in. So that's her answer. And of course, he doesn't get one. Unbelievable. Aim for the moment we release our noble phantasm's true names. Think living warriors could defeat us by virtue of having to become heroic spirits. Indeed. We of the Genji clan have no lead up for our attacks. In a fair fight, this was our only chance of victory. Now I see. They took advantage of the mobile phantasm's one moment of invulnerability. Ah, yeah. Noble Phantasm's true name has to be unleashed to unlock it. Yes, I believe so. They understood that the true name of Noble Phantasm must be spoken in order to use it, and waited for that exact moment. Man, I could never pull off a trick like that. Raiko, brother, you two really are something else. For a brief span of time, no more than a twinkling of a star, that was our only chance. You two had not been heroic spirits, empty shadows of your former selves, and still lacked that momentary vulnerability. This battle would have ended very differently. That also means... the key to our victory lay in their generosity of showing us this technique of yours once. So please hear me now. Thank you, generous and valiant forebears. Not at all, you are magnificent. Not to mention you're right, I never used to say anything like that when nocking my bow. Fight to the death against in a fight to the death against a skilled warrior, I could simply keep my prayers for Lord Hachiman in my heart. As a heroic spirit, that's no longer the case. No, more accurately, I'm but the corpse of one. Just goes to show I'm truly not the man I once was. So much for that. I only wish we could have fought on more equal ground. Thank you, we would have no hope of winning in that case. That being said, yes, if it were to happen with our duties fulfilled, after our duties are fulfilled, it would be a great honor. Farewell, Genji warriors and your associates. If we ever meet again, I hope we can share a delicious drink. Oh, wait, hold up. As the daughter of the Demon King of the Fourth Heaven, I should, be the one to say that. Yeah, I hope to see you again someday. Nod sagely. Or, well, heartily. Master, the talismans. 2 of the Seime's talismans coming right up. The enemy has been completely neutralized. I've also confirmed Lord Seime's talismans have successfully sealed away their spirit cores, which means we have officially defeated 2 of the Hashojin. Fortunately, they said there's 8, I think. Well, 6 to go. I need to grab a sip of my drink. Give me a moment while I hydrate here. Ah, there we go, yeah. The Genji Killer, first half. Act 11. The eastern edge of Heian-Kyo, the outskirts of Gojo streets. The drink, indeed. Have a soda with me tonight. The other side of the Kamogawa, a little ways off the city limits. On normal circumstances, it'd be a quiet, desolate place, but here, there are people gathered en masse. A group of Genji warriors, experienced killers of monsters, one and all, surround their target, wordlessly. That target, a humanoid demon, riding atop an enormous Tsuchigumo. Oh dang, that one's got some locks. So, you have me surrounded. So you do not fear this great Tsuchigumo, no matter how it towers over you. You do not run, you do not scream. Instead, you fearless warriors only grip your swords tighter. You're clearly not ordinary people. No, we are not. We are Genji warriors, vassal, trusted warriors of Lady Minamoto no Raiko, entrusted by the Minister of the Left to protect Kyo. Now, who are you, demon? What are you doing riding atop that great Tsuchigumo? Did you say? So there are Genji here as well. Do you hear that? At Kugamimi no Mikasa? It seems we at last get to make our long-held dream come true. Roar and stuff. Listen well, warriors of Genji, I am poison, I'm cold steel, I'm the embodiment of hatred, I'm the Genji clan's end. I'm a heroic spirit corpse that's materialized here along with the great Tsuchigumo. Hashojin Saiha. No, it's not quite right. Even as a corpse, my wrath is as strong as ever. Boy, they're riders, since they're mounted. They are mounted that strange creature. I am Sakayo Tiara no Kake. I've come along to bring death to the whole of your clan. Now die, Genji. Well, the Tyra warriors, if you're a remnant of the Eastern Rebellion, we cannot let you leave here alive. Death come. The demonic figure was true to their word, riding atop the monstrosity. Third of the general gods, they rampaged through Kyo with an army of Tsuchigumo at their command. The fourth of the general gods, not a single Genji warrior was left alive in its wake. With every step it took, more Genji perished. Every swing of the demon's blade reaped the harvest of lives. There remains nowhere safe in all of Kyo for the Genji, it would seem. The Genji killer first time. Since this is only 5 AP, that implies to me that this is not going to be the real fight. I wonder how things are at the palace right now. I hope the Emperor, Lady Shoshi, and Michinaga are alright. I was already on my way here in the carriage before the night fell in the middle of the day, where that red moon hung in the sky and the demonic tree towered over us. Well, I arranged it that way. Anyway, don't worry, it's okay. Limbo's still Ashiryu Doman, even if only just. So he won't kill them anytime soon. He may be a carnivorous beast disguised as a man, but he's still human in small ways. He's going to want as large an audience as he can get, at least up until his wish is granted, so relax. Oh, and don't forget, Michinaga's there too. He may not be a warrior or Onmyoji himself, but he truly has the devil's own luck, and above all, when he speaks, people listen. In the West, there was one conqueror by the name of Julius Caesar who was said to be a great orator, and I suspect Lord Michinaga is every bit his equal. Right. Did Julius Caesar's a pretty neat character, but they haven't done anything with him in the game, despite him being here since launch. A bit disappointing, honestly. Samey. Very well, I understand. There will come a time when the Genji will need to invade the palace and rescue the people trapped there. But for now, it seems we can trust that they are safe. I'm relieved to hear you say that, Lord Samey. Raiko, how can you hear him when he isn't actually saying anything? Ah, it's true, isn't it? How strange. We're only reading his words in the air, but it feels as though he's here with us. Since this is all over, I wonder if this method of communication will become more common. I can say that in the future, communicating with text over great distances become much more commonplace. Oh my, you don't say. That's amazing. I can't believe you're showing us something from 1,000 years in the future. It's almost as though you're peering across time itself. As though you were a traveler making a very long journey. I wonder what kind of clock you use. A clock? You mean that thing that uses water to tell time? A water clock, yes. It's a machine that uses flowing water to measure the passage of time. Yeah, that. That water clock's the one thing I hate guarding. It always puts me right to sleep. Yes, I can see how you'd be ill-suited to that sort of thing. You need a fair amount of knowledge to build and maintain one of those devices. Fine by me. Other people can take care of the water clock duties. I can take care of my guard duties, to each their own. Oh, speaking of time, it's been an hour since Danzo went on patrol, huh? She ought to be back by now. Oh, speak of the devil. I have returned, and I have a report to make. Third and fourth general gods have materialized at Gojo Street. Maybe he can't summon. Maybe he literally can't summon two at once. I mean, actual literally, as in it is not physically possible. Most likely, that would mean there are hard limits to his summoning capabilities. Let's not forget he already used the Holy Grail to summon several spirits not too long ago. So if he needs 3 more, the easiest way to get them would be to summon at least 3 simultaneously to feed their souls to the tree in one go. But instead he's going 2, and right near the edge of the all-encompassing rounded field at that. Why would he do such a thing? Even if he can't summon them right at the tree itself, a sensible move would be to summon 3 or more in separate locations and have them head at the same time. That way we'd have no choice but to split our forces, so the fact he isn't doing that must mean he can't do it. What else can you tell us, Lady Donzo? If this took place at the eastern edge, then Hase and Gato should have been there. Right. There was indeed a group of Genji warriors led there by Hase and Gato, along with a group of officers. But I'm sorry to report, the enemy wiped out more than 2/3 of them. I see. We'll head out right away. Lady Medea, we must go. Coming here, Lord Suna. Kentoki, I made some rice balls for you. Alright, thanks. Make sure you guys eat it before you can. You too. What? Wait, there is still more I need to tell you. One of them has taken the form of a great Tuchigumo. The other, who goes by the name Sakyo Tiara, is a true Genji killer. Roar. This is an affliction of mine. If I see a Genji, I kill them. Just don't growl at me like that, I can't help it. You kill everyone we fight. You may kill everyone we fight except the Genji. You like, eat your fill. Oh, I can see your eyes through the mask there. Huh. There, see, you didn't have to wait long at all. Although something about this enemy smells, and pungently at last. You there? Are you affiliated with Genji? That form, that voice. Could they be? I am Kaito Danzo, servant to the master of Chaldea. I'm also currently a guest of sorts at Lady Noriko's residence. It seems you consider the Genji your sworn enemies. May I ask you your name? Corpse needs no name, or so the other general gods claim. But not me. Even as a corpse, I remain Kagekyo. Kagekyo. Indeed, the blade of hatred. My Hashojin is Saikyo. My full name is Tiara no Kagekyo. Sorry. But given how much this puppet stinks the Genji, it would seem she too's my quarry. Ha ha ha. I see, this is a forced solo mission. Shouldn't be too bad, I think. These are usually balanced, usually. I mean, in Olympus, not Olympus, Atlantis, we had to deal with, an assassin fighting a group of caster enemies, and that was not fun at all. She'll kill the Genji. All Genji must die. However, Danzo is not a member of the Genji clan, therefore she is safe. 12 enemies remaining. Okay, so yeah, they just want me to survive a few amount of turns. Most likely until she performs her NP. Alright, so it looks like the upcoming boss is going to be a Lancer and Avenger. Interesting. I do have a Moon Cancer I can bring, but BB has very low attack stats. In fact, I think the Moon Cancers in general have very low attack stats, so I don't know how much we can really rely on that. It might be easier to just bring a Saber to take out her little buddy there. What's this? Interesting. I might be able to kill this one enemy, so let's see how that works. Extra attack. Here we are. I like Danzo's animations, they're pretty neat. Like limbs. I should be able to take this guy out with just her NP. Oh my, that is not very high damage whatsoever. But it's not like I could buffer with anyone else, so... Alright, I should be able to take him out next turn if I get the NP, but I don't think I'm going to be able to survive is my problem. Okay, no, I survived more than enough turns. That was a bit intense, honestly. But in a good way. A good kind of intense. Where you think you're just barely hanging on. Kagekyo, huh? As I thought, it seems this latest one is making no effort to hide their true name either. I expect that's owed to Limbo's supreme confidence in his pawns, but it's a showy and sloppy tactic. Still, it does work to our favor in this case. Now then, changing gears, how many of you already know who they are? Not to me, I'm afraid. Was he a warrior with the Heishi clan, perhaps? Traitors hit a shadow face during the rebellions in the east, who were prominent during the Tyra Wars. I've never heard of this Kagekyo. I've never heard the name before either. How about you, No, never mind. Why am I even asking? Yep, no clue either. Yes, Kagekyo is associated with the Kanmu High Sea, but not the Heishi, but not the one you know. They hail from over 100 years in your future, and approximately 300 years from my own time. They're a survivor of the Gunpei War, who bears a deep grudge against the Genji. See, so this person's also from a time beyond tomorrow. I suppose we shouldn't be surprised, given the Master here is from 1,000 years in the future. Still, I'm unaware that heroic spirits could come from the future as well as the past. Yeah, it's just a lot harder to do so normally since the catalysts to make it happen aren't around yet. Kagekyo. They were known as a palace guard, Akuishi Kagekyo of Kazusha, before changing their name to Charada Kagekyo. Legend says that after the Gunpei War, they swore revenge on the Genji clan for wiping out the Tira clan in their efforts to reestablish the Kamakura shogunate. In fact, Kagekyo is said to have led attacks on Yoritomo, the founder of the Kamakura shogunate, no fewer than 37 times. Some legends even claim they were both monstrous and unkillable, even surviving decapitation. I'm certain that is who I encountered. As a heroic spirit, Tiara no Kagekyo is like a living weapon that operates solely to annihilate the Genji. Unfortunately, the group of Genji warriors led by Lord Heian-Kyo were among the first to die at Kagekyo's hands. I see. They killed every Genji warrior present? Indeed, the third of the force that survived was composed entirely of Imperial officers. The moment the Genji warriors drew near, they dropped their swords and fell to their knees. It's almost as if they were offering their heads voluntarily. Must be a conceptual advantage of some sort. I suspect it was some ability Kagekyo possessed by virtue of being a heroic spirit. The Kagekyo I saw was the true killer of Genji in every possible sense. They are your natural enemy, almost as if they are poison that only affects Genji. It does not matter how strong you are, if any of you get near, they will have your heads for certain. It would seem another challenging battle awaits us. Thank you, Lady Danzo. We would certainly have walked straight to our deaths had it not been for your warning. What about the officers? What became of them? Kagekyo is also leading a pack of Tsuchigumo, which the officers alone were unable to defeat. After making a strategic retreat, they gathered up more and set up encampment on the Kamogawa Bridge, which leads to the city. Yeah, they were moving at a fairly unhurried pace, so they arrived at the river later, and now, for some reason, they appear to be simply holding position, glaring at each other rather than advancing. The hell? Ah, my neck's a bit sore today, I guess. I thought the General God's supposed to head straight for the Suzaku Gate. What's this Kagekyo person, got some fond memories of Kamigawa or something? I am not sure, but there is one more thing, Master. Kagekyo bears a close resemblance to Lady Ushiwakamaru. As in, that Ushiwakamaru. Yes, they were identical to my senses. I would not be surprised if this one was actually a manifestation of another side of Lady Ushiwakamaru, just as she simply changed her name for reasons we do not yet know. That being said, that is, Minamoto no Yoshitsune has never demonstrated anything like Kagekyo's talents for killing Genji. Even if they are Ushiwakamaru's altar, there has to be more to it. Something wrong, Master. You seem pale. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, I guess I did. Who's this Ushiwaka person? Well... Alright, her name is Minamoto no Yoshitsune. Ushiwakamaru was her childhood name. She's Seiwa Genji... And yes, that's the same Yoshitsune I got in Soul Hackers 2, by the way. Yeah. She was a Seiwa Genji hero from over 100 years in your future. She said that born Ushiwakamaru, she played a key role in the Genpei War that will occur approximately 200 years from now. She greatly admired her older brother, Minamoto no Yoritomo, the leader of the Genji at the time, and fought valiant for him in many brutal battles. But in the end, he branded her a traitor and had her executed. She would certainly have a reason to bear grudge against the Genji. So this person is also consumed by hatred. Hatred, grudges, these are terrible, horrible things, at times even bear fangs here in the city, bringing disaster with them. See, so our next enemy is one that bears a fiery grudge against all Genji. And we have no choice. If we Genji are powerless to stop this opponent, it is time to stop worrying about appearances. We'll simply have to ask for help from the most powerful figure residing near Kyo. Kintoki? Yeah? We're gonna set off for Mount O immediately and secure aid from the Oni. Fire, Shireko? I thought you despised the Oni, now you want Kintoki to ask them for help. I agree with Lady Raiko. Asking the Oni for help was a brilliant idea. The only ones in the city capable of combating a threat like this are the Genji. The officers cannot keep up. Oni, on the other hand, are natural-born fighters. And while there may not be many Oni in this time with permanent homes, we know we will find a great many at Mount O. Yes, an excellent choice, Lady Raiko. Thank you, Lord Seimi. I'm still quite far away, but I'll do what I can to reinforce the bounded field around from here. Whether the new figure is Kageki or Yoshitsune, there's no telling how long they'll stay put. Time is of the essence. Go on, Kintoki, we're counting on you. Got it. Just because we're going to ask the Oni for help right now doesn't mean we couldn't also lay a trap for them. They may not be eating humans, but they're still Oni. It's only a matter of time till they harm more people. I'm the lady of the Genji, so it's my duty. Raiko, I know what you're thinking. You don't have to think like that. You want to be a kind, loving mother, right? You can't treat your children's friends that way. I know you'll regret it if you do. Yes, you're right. I cannot lose sight of what is right and just. It would be wrong to betray everyone who's aided us in time of need. I will never be like Lord Tolamaru, nor do I wish to be. I'll never nurse a grudge of my own, be it against Oni or Tsuchigumo. However, that being said, killing monsters is the only way we have to ensure peace, and I'm a warrior entrusted to its defense. But I'm also a human being. And I have no desire to kill when it's not necessary. Believe it or not, they're still powerful fighters. Shuten was even chosen to be a master for the Imperial Grail War. There could be other times in the future when we need their help. Nonetheless, I cannot be sure I'll be able to keep my sword in its sheath around them, and Suna cuts off Ibaraki's arm just the other day. That is why you're the only one who can do this, Kentoki. Go welcome the Oni into the city and convince them to fight this general god. Be they Yoshitsune or Kagekyo. You got it, I'll head there as fast as my legs can carry me. Hey, boss, Donzo, wish I could handle this so I can handle this myself, but I know I might not be able to keep my cooler on shooting. Would you mind coming with me? Okay, but no fighting. I'll do my best. Here, I wrapped rice balls in bamboo bark. It's a simple stamina recovery spell on them. I cast a stamina recovery spell on them. Careful, everyone, please. Alright, thanks, Medea. Alright, then. Off to Mount O. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a farming where I have to do multiple... It could just be Ibaraki. If it's just Ibaraki, then I don't really have anything to worry about. We'll go with Queen Sheba. I don't get to use Queen Sheba very much. So I'll use this as a good excuse to bring her out. I've never seen the moon so damn eerie before. It's even glowing a weird shade of red. Not to mention it's all nighttime now thanks to that Tree of Emptiness thing. I'll never get used to red moons. Not that I can say that while we're all the way up in the air like this. Keep your mouth shut, you don't want to bite your tongue. Maybe we should have stuck to running after all. Leaping this high is a good way to avoid monsters, but... Yeah, don't worry, I'm good. Oh, what is it? It means Master is fine to continue traveling this way, Kentoki. Alright, well, let's keep this, moon-gazing journey a little longer. Don't worry, we'll take a break before we head up the mountain. Whee! Indeed. Well done, Master. Let me scan your inner ears. Good, everything seems to be fine. Now that we have finished our transit, we have arrived at the foot of Mount U, approximately 100 kilometers northwest of Heian-Kyo. I've already marked the Oni's castle coordinates on my map, so it will not take us long to get there. Might be a little early, but I think I'll have the rice balls Medea made for us now. Understood. Here you go, Master. I also brought some water in this bamboo flask, if you like. Would you also like a Fuma's Talarogan? I took the liberty of making some improvements to the recipe. Thanks, but maybe some other time. I see. Man, those rice balls look good. Will you be eating yours now too, Kentoki? Now pass. We're already in Oni territory now, so I'll need to stay on my toes a bit more than I do in the city. Well, no, that's not all of it. Truth is, it's a little better if I'm a little hungry for this. I don't want to accidentally use my full strength if shooting and me end up fighting again. Now, that doesn't make sense. We didn't come here for a fight, right? The Master is right, Lord Kentoki. We are paying the Oni a visit to request their aid in battle, not battle them ourselves. Push your hands up. Hello, Reiji. Welcome to stream. And yeah, I do like Say's voice lines and stuff. Even her gratuitous English is fun. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to get her when I pulled for her. I didn't go too hard since I wanted to save up for Castoria, but yeah. We are paying the Oni a visit to request their aid in battle, not to battle them ourselves. I know that. I'm not looking to pick a fight either. We're still talking about Oni here, and Mount O's chock full of them. Can't go forgetting that no matter what. That aside, sure is weird I'm setting foot on Mount O for once. Feels like everything's all backwards. You said Shuten Doji comes to Kyo around once a month, right? Yeah, that's right. Hey, Suki, Daisuke. She steals things, Joy Shrine, generally gets up to all sorts of mischief. First thing she steals is always wine. The good stuff, offered up to the palace. I suppose I cannot blame Shuten for making that their main focus. Actually, come to think of it, alcohol is rather ideal if you're trying to cause mischief, because, well, first of all, it's, unless it's usually not going to be considered, it's not, I'm tripping over my words here. Basically, it's not enough for Heian-Kyo to declare war over. It would be considered too petty for that. And likewise, it can be consumed, of course, in a sitting. I mean, she's an Oni, Well, even non-Oni could probably drink through that stuff pretty quick. So there's no way to recover it. Huh. Yeah, that's actually quite clever, shooting. Sometimes she'll kidnap a pretty lady, make her a cupbearer. Sometimes she kidnaps a guy and makes him do it instead. Shooting sees something she likes, she takes it. Then she'll talk about how she loves moon gazing, but she also loves gazing into pretty ladies' teary eyes. I'm not too big on alcohol myself, but that doesn't mean I haven't. I think I mentioned it, but a little while ago I ended up trying a holiday margarita. It was, let me see, it was cranberry, cinnamon, and sugar. That's pretty good. And especially since the reason I don't usually care for alcohol is I find it a bit too bitter. And of course I have had wines here and there, but I'm not a big fan, so I only do it on rare occasions. Even when for family get-togethers, I'll usually stick to soda or something. At least she's never brought anyone back to her castle, but even so, I always get chills whenever she kidnaps someone. A flashback? Chuten Doji. She's known he lives on Mount O, though nobody knows when she moved there. Nobody knows much about her, really, except she's real strong. We don't even know where she came from. All we really know is that she's powerful enough to make all the other Oni toe in line. Met her for the first time a few years ago. Her name means heavy drinker, and damn if it isn't that fitting, she's never not drunk. Ah, so she's like Team Fortress 2's Demo Man. I'm drunk. What's your excuse? You can tell from the way she talks. Apparently she's the child of some super important god, too. First time I met her, that's what she said to me, anyway. I mean, we did just establish she's drunk, so she might have just been screwing with me. Oh, look at that. What in the world are you doing here? Kaidamaru of Ashigara. Oh, you poor thing. Those Kyo warriors must have captured you, hmm? Oh well. At least you got a nice new outfit, so it looks like they're treating you well. So hey, you still remember me? Never seen her before in my life. I run to other Oni, of course. There's a couple of them on the mountain where I grew up, way off in the east, but none of them were shooting. Ones I met were different. Imagine a serious shooting. Well, she could be one of those drunken masters who is much more powerful drunk than sober. At least that's what I thought, but it's weird. For some reason, she did feel almost familiar when I met her. Probably some weird kind of familiarity when it comes to meeting other Oni, so I didn't bother saying that. Oh, well, it's fine either way. Your eyes are really blue, aren't they? What do they call eyes like that again? Baby blues? Your eyes and hair go together really nice into the moon. You almost look like a Super Saiyan. And then there's the big, strong arms. You've got Ekryu's blood running through your veins, right? So then... They must be really hard to break. Huh? Oh yes, you and I are gonna have so much fun together. Aren't we, brat? And that's how it all started. With that smile, that damn smile. Practice, I guess, hasn't all been that long, but it definitely has been long enough for me. There's no telling what she might try to, when she might try to tear off more than just my arm. No, all Oni are mercurial as hell. One moment they're smiling at you, the next they're tearing you to shreds. They'll admire a house and smash it to splinters. They'll take treasure because they thought they stole just because they thought it was beautiful, then just crush it. That's why I'm always terrified whenever they kidnap someone. I know I have to rescue them as fast as I can, because if I don't, it's just a matter of time till their head gets torn off. That or eaten alive. One way or another, they ain't getting out of there alive. That's just what Oni do. They just can't help but rip even the things they love apart. They can't help feeling affectionate for the things they kill either. Talk about a pain in the neck. Still, so far I haven't heard about her eating a single person in Kyo. Word has it she ate a ton of people before she started living in Mount O, but in Kyo, nothing. At least not yet. In fact, she seems to only really get worked up about me and Brother Ushi. Apparently she hasn't so much as torn off a limb of anyone she's kidnapped. Don't know if that's just because us warriors are rescuing them before she can, or if she... good grief. There's no way Oni and Genji could ever get along. But I wonder, how long is that weird connection we've got gonna last? Almost sound like Fey creatures, where they can shift entirely on whims. Kentoki, did you fall asleep? Nah, I'm awake. No way I'm nodding off here. I was just thinking about stuff. She and I probably... never mind, forget I said anything. You done resting up? Come on, the sooner we get to the Oni Castle, the better. Come on, let's go. Donzo too. Is that... That is Rashomon, at the southern edge of Heian-Kyo Suzaku Avenue, or at least is very similar, though it seems to have had some unique design flourishes added to it. Well, ain't that a thing? Can't believe Shootin' had a fake Rashomon built up here. Maybe she figured the castle alone was enough? Anyway, looks like the rumors I heard about Oni being surprisingly good carpenters were right on. Maybe they're like the orcs in Lord of the Rings, where they convince themselves that carpentry is basically just fighting, if you think about it the right way. Would you say that, Ibaraki? What are you doing here, human? Hey there! Not here to pick a fight today. You must know what happened to the sky by now, right? And you can't like that creepy blood red moon crap any more than we do. We want to fix the moon and sky, and while we're at it, save Kyo. That's gotta sound good for you guys too, right? If that's not enough, there's plenty of wine, gold, and rice in it for you too. Then again, maybe you won't need an interest in the rewards. Anyway, that's a deal, Ibaraki. How about it? Will you help us out? Fight the wood. What do you say wants to do, Heavenly King? Help us. Please. Don't forget I remembered please this time. There's a new enemy out there who specializes in killing Genji. I mean, you're not here to hunt us. I thought you'd have given up on playing with Shuten during the Imperial Grail War, and you just decided to turn it into an Oni hunt. Is that what it looks like? No, that's not why we're here at all. Where's Raiko? No, she's not here. Suna? He's not here either, just us. So how about it? Why don't you go get shooting so we can talk? I see. So you need our help, huh? Well, is that so? In that case, I'll be more than happy to refuse. You should have known better than to show your face in our territory, and you came here to ask us for help, you'd be lucky to leave alive. And today you're not lucky. Heavenly King or not, still just you. There's no one to bail you out now. I guess you're also... Well, I guess you also have a puppet and a brat with you, but that's basically nothing. How amazed you thought you could come to my new Rashomon like that. Oshikuma Doji! Oni now, indeed. Large hostile detected. It seems similar to the one we encountered at Omiya Road. I told you, we didn't come here to fight. Let's go. Tonight we'll be moon gazing with a fresh head of Heavenly King for a snack. Ha ha ha, now die! Let's go. 3 left, huh? I'm pretty sure... Okay, since she has no break bars, I can pretty much guarantee you Ibaraki here is gonna get torn to shreds. I really look forward to Shiba's buff, although I do wish she got something a bit more interesting than a battery. Oh well. Servants live and die by batteries these days, so I can't blame them for doing it that way. Alright, Ibaraki has 3 life bars effectively, so let's do it this way. Alright, here we go. Say goodbye, Ibaraki. You're not gonna last long at all. Oh my. Well, if you're gonna be an asshole about it. Alright, we'll have Shiba's NP this time. I forgot, Berserkers, for lack of a better term, resist other Berserkers. Ow. Of course you target Castoria, why wouldn't you? Well, it doesn't matter, we took out all the life bars, so we're in good shape now. Asclepius knows what to do.
代金などいらん。そうかよ。
Unfortunately, Shiba's attack is pretty low because casters inherently get a penalty. Yeah, mine's NP5 with full foes, and she's still weaker than... Yeah, the Guts was savage. Let's do it this way, then. Yep, there she goes. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Alright, this should be good. Asclepius will make sure no one here dies except for himself. And Kentoki will get a much stronger NP off. Golden Spark. Dang, that's a good stun. Might as well use it here. No need to hold back. I guess Queen Sheba Brave Chain should be good enough for this. I think this should finish off the enemy, but can't guarantee it. Yeah, it looks like she just barely won't. Not even barely, actually. Oh, actually, she went through over half that. Okay, that's a bit better. Alright, we'll just get these NPs going here. Of course, he just barely survives. I'm not worried because she has guts. Yeah, see? We are. Now, let's finish it off with style. 3 Enigmas. Well, that's why Shiba's not gold foed. Still. Oh, wonderful. So, what was that, Ibaraki, about thinking we didn't have anything to do? Anything to stop you? Hey, shut up! Ah, Hoshikuma! Damn you, Kadogi! How can a mere human do that? Alright, I didn't want to do this, but if I wake up Kankuma Doji... Ow! Judo chop! Hoshikuma Doji's been neutralized, and Ibaraki seems to not be a threat anymore. It seems that someone hit her on the head from behind and knocked her out. Booty got whooped indeed. Probably just looked like a light tap, didn't it? Well, don't be fooled. If that had been in the master's head, it would have burst like an overripe pomegranate falling on the ground. Well, hello there. Lovely evening, isn't it? Not every night you get to see the moon bleed. Sorry about Ibaraki. Things have been crazy in the mountain. She's just a little on edge. I'm kind of surprised she just didn't devour the little human on the spot. Then again, maybe I shouldn't be, seeing as you're here, how you're here too, baby blues. Aha, who knows? Trying to say, hey, mountain life suits me shooting? Oh, please don't glare at me like that. It's so scary. You can't talk, right? So let's talk. Although I'd rather talk with the brat with black hair than you, who are baby blues. Kentoki's mad savage. Indeed. You say, little brat, you want to have a little chat? Or maybe you should share a drink. I've got some very sweet cake if you'd like. Now that a lot closer I can see in your eyes, you've seen things I can't even imagine. Why don't I gouge them out for you? Oh, come on, that was my best joke, you know. Haven't we known each other long enough? You get my sense of humor? You're no fun. Alright, you can have this back. I maybe got a little carried away and ripped it off, I swear. It was an accident, I swear. Is that Donzo's arm? I was careless. She removed my right arm the instant I moved to intercept. Shootin'. Oh my, why are you looking at me like that? You're frightening again, you know. I just pulled a little harder than I meant to. That's all. Better not rearrange my organs this time. Besides, I'd never break such a pretty puppy. Take a look, her arm came off nice and neat. Master, Kitoki, it is all right. Shootin' is telling the truth. She did remove my right arm, but I can still reattach it like so. There. Good as new. Alright, just take it easy for a while, okay? Let's activate the Mystic Code to just make sure it heals. Thank you, Master. I'm truly in her debt. Now I need to fluff. Good grief. Look, I know you well enough to now know you must have been listening in with our talk with Ibaraki. So what do you say, shootin'? Why, sure. Okay, cool. Just like that. The mood was so tense a moment ago, and yet now... I don't get it either, but let's not question it. That's exactly it. It's okay, Master. Don't bother trying to understand, or there's no point twisting yourself in knots. This is just how the Oni are. Yeah, I kind of figured. That's why I said let's not question it. Shootin'. Yes. Gonna take that mean you'll help us? Yes. Now the Paracels is gone and the Imperial what's-it's over. I don't have much else going on anyway, so why not? I don't mind. Besides, it's been ages since we last played together. I wonder, when was the last time we fought together like this? Never. This'll be the first time. Oh, really? Also, better tell you that now the enemy we're going up against is crazy strong. They're called the Hashyojin. We already went up against 2 of them, and they were unbelievably tough. Even after beating them, I still don't feel like we won. It was more like I still haven't been able to win. I fought him, but it was Raiko and Suna that finished him off. Oh my, is that so? I never thought I'd hear you say something like that. Start saying you're all that excited to fight such strong enemies. Are you scared? Poor baby. Well then. Sounds like this boy's a whole lot braver than you. Isn't that right? Let's see, you said your name was the Master. You're dressed like a grown-up and you're about the right age for humans to agree, but from where I stand, you're still just a baby. Wait, if I'm counting as an adult in this game, why won't they let me have drinks? I mean, let's be honest here, after all the shit Ritsuka's been through, I think they could use a drink, wouldn't you agree? You are, right? I can see it all in your eyes, you know. I'm not a child anymore. Well, I guess whether or not I'm a minor depends on what year it is. Ooh, you're adorable. That's exactly what every little kid says. I'm not mocking you, you know, quite the opposite. You should be proud, you're still practically a baby. But you've got the nerves of steel. So tell me something. Why are you fighting this so scary enemy, So I can go home, really. And take back our world. Huh. Not sure what that's all about, but sounds more interesting than I can expect. This child's something else, isn't he, brat? I bet that throat of yours must taste real nice, given what's out of it, and the tongue looks nice and soft, too. No more jokes, Lady Shuten. Ah, so mean. You too, brat. I can tell you were just planning to cut off my arms. Damn straight, be grateful you still have a head. That's my boss you just threatened. There's no way in hell I'm gonna let you eat him. We need him alive and well, there's no point in you helping us all. Oh goodness, you really are desperate, aren't you? The enemy must be quite strong if they've got you this on edge. Oh, right, about them. Hey boss, as soon as you and Donzo were talking earlier, I'm guessing you Chaldeans know who this person really is, don't you? And please, tell us more about them. Yeah, making deals with Oni is like making deals with Fey creatures. You want to avoid it if you can at all costs, because it's very difficult to not have things go bad. She's like the scary yet sensual on your mom and brother hates and your sister truth distrust to him. That sounds very oddly specific. Actually, my throat's a little dry, so let me hydrate real quick. Give me a moment, please. There we are. The Genji Killer. Ah, shootin'. I have the feeling we're gonna want crits here, so there's a few things I can do. Oh yes, I actually think Lakshmi Bai is gonna be good here. Lakshmi Bai is absolutely amazing when we're talking 2 DPS 1 support setups like the one I have here. The only problem is she's not. I can't use. I don't want to replace Castoria with Scotty. Alternatively, I could go replace her and go full shoot and focus here. Because it seems like the story sports in this chapter all get a legitimately large boost. And that's very much appreciated. Alternatively, I could just go with a strong single target, like Summer Kosai here. Summer Kosai here is how I beat the final boss of Olympus. Simply because even once Lancers are gone, she does very respectable single target damage. Then again, if they have multiple, Lakshmi Bai has a lot of support, has both support and damage. Yeah, support, survivability, and she can give others survivability if necessary as well. Oh yeah, what am I thinking? I have chat here. What do you think, chat? I have got quite a few sabers I can bring along, but which one do you think should be our buddy to Shuten and Castoria? Lakshmi Bai for her great survivability and team support? Or it's just Summer Hakosai for raw damage? Suzuka's also an option if you, since she's pretty good at just raw crit damage. Although she's only NP1, unfortunately. Lakshmi Bai is NP, is she 2 or 3? And of course, Summer Kosai is a freebie, so she's maxed. Yeah, it's just NP2 for Lakshmi Bai. Let's see here. Actually, I guess Lakshmi Bai's weakness has always been her damage, and I kind of need damage. Wait, what? Oops. I'm gonna go with Sweet Crystals. No. Yeah, Arch Card Critical, NP Charge. I think Demonic Sun Princess is gonna be better here. I'll use Sweet Crystal if the enemy has a lot of Invuln Pierce, but has a lot of dodges like the that one boss, but I don't think I need it here. Alright. Let's effing go. The Genji Killer, second half. I am Kagekyo. I am hatred personified. I'm not an individual, but a collection of the many. I have been Kagekyo since I first took form. There's not only one, however, at least 37 have made attempts on Yoritomo's life. Were one to die, another would live on, another time, another must always appear to exact revenge. Sometime later, after Kagekyo became a legend and inscribed, someone told me Kagekyo is the very concept of killing the Genji. The Fate franchise is absolutely back and forth as to whether the Throne of Heroes is just a database that servant information is pulled from, or if it's actually something that people interact with it within it regularly. There's absolutely no consistency. Now I'm here in Heian-Kyo, a phenomenon made possible by the twisted machinations of a pseudo-tree of emptiness. Personified concept of a grudge. Born against the Genji, the perfect vessel in Yoshitsune, another legend with cause to hate the Genji. Hatred lies at the very heart of the heroic spirit of Yoshitsune. Hatred for her brother. Indeed, the form of Yoshitsune layered deep within grudges suits Kagekyo well. I am both of these, and yet all Genji must die. Tonight I will eliminate them. There is no place for the Genji in the world. This world twisted by the roots of cosmic fantasy. Now then. Characters in this game wax poetic, but I do appreciate that they don't wax poetic nearly as often as they do in Arkanites. Not to say I don't like that story too, it's just different stuff, really. A bridge. Bridge, How strange. It's been quite some time since I began staring at this bridge. Kagekyo does not recognize. I've tallied long enough. Come. Come great to Uchigumo. You've been waiting patiently. We shall now resume our extermination. I remember this place. Kagekyo may have no recollection whatsoever, but Yoshitsune's body does. After all, this is where Yoshitsune's own battles began. I cannot let you pass. You shall not pass. If you wish to get by me, you'll have to hand over your sword first. Benkei. Well, the poetic stuff is pretty bad since the translation's bad. It has had a number of mistakes across, yeah. Think up to Chapter 7? Well, that does explain why the story starts getting a lot better after Chapter 7. Although I do think they could afford to have a few more light-hearted event storylines. Likewise, I think this game could stand to have a few actually serious ones. Like, I did actually like the story for the Van Gogh one we recently had, although the gameplay could have used some work. Not sure why they'd have us have to use Summer Raiko and Summer Fran against enemies with massively inflated health, but not give them the event CEs that boosts damage. Feels like there was a miscommunication there, but it wasn't a fun fight, I can tell you that. Hear me, Ushiwaka, you and your brother must avenge your father, then destroy the Terra clan. Uh, you look just like Tokiwa, Ushiwaka Maru warms my heart. I'll let no harm come to you, I'll defend you with my life. For you living proof the Terra defeated the Genji. Taira no Kiyomori. Well done indeed. You have trained your body to perfection, Shana O, but don't think I've forgotten how you snuck a peek at Sanryoko. That was my teacher. Remember this well, Overseer Yoshitsune. If you remain as you are merely their dog. Killing me will not end this war, for I and the Terra clan are not Lord Yoshitsune's only enemies. You'll be next. Lord Yoshinaka, I'll accompany you wherever you go. I'll ask you to let me stay by your side until the very end. Shizuka. I'll keep Lord Itosamaru safe. So first, Yoshitsune must make it out of here alive. Tachibu. My friend's in love with Ushi. She is pretty popular, especially since it's easy to get her pretty early on. And since new players can't get Ryder Kentoki anymore, and they refuse to rerun his event or even put it in main interlude, she's the best you can get. And to be fair, she is genuinely good at what she does. Her damage is way above what a 3-star would normally be able to do. And of course, I did like using her as Yoshitsune in Soul Hackers 2 there. That was a fun... It was fun using them for a while, for as long as they lasted. Lasted a good while too, but... Alright, I do not understand you. Halt. No ordinary person would be carrying a sword across the bridge at this hour of night. I cannot let you pass. If you wish to get by me, you'll need to hand over your sword first. What an odd thing to say to me. What do you think you're doing, Genji? I'm Kagekyo. Nothing you say will have to say will make a difference. That's so. I was going for my best Benkei impression, but I don't know how well I did. What do you think, Yoshitsune? I'm Kagekyo, bringer of death to all, Genji. You know nothing, especially of Benkei. Now that you've thrown your lot with Genji, your life is forfeit. I commend you on your bravery, foolish you may be, for you've been breathing in my presence, but it won't be long before you lose the strength in your limbs, and then your life. Oh, we'll see about that. You're right about one thing, though, Honor Descendant. I don't know much about anything. I want to ask Ushiwakamaru, or rather, Overseer Yoshitsune, warrior from the future we created. Say I heard all about you on the way here on the mountain. I heard about how you lived your life and how you lost it. People end up telling a story for years after your death. Overseer Yoshitsune is one and the same as saying an underdog. You know I'd never forget about a warrior who accomplished incredible feats only meet with a cruel and tragic end. The more I heard about you, the more things added up. You're someone real special, that's for damn certain. But there's also something about your story that doesn't make sense to me. That's why I wanted to ask you about it directly. So tell me, Ushiwaka, our descendant from tomorrow who has already died. Why did you... Silence! I'm Kagekyo. My corpse's true name is of no significance. Death comes. Great Tsushigumo Mikasa. Roar and stuff. It seems Kagekyo will no longer be willing to talk. Master and I will back you up the best we can. was wondering what this Genji poison stuff would be like. I see, so that's how it works. Alright, Bratton Boss, let us get started. Sounds good to me. Genji Advance. Oh yeah, Genji Advance. Let's see what you got, Yoshitsune. I could have brought a Moon Cancer, but I feel it's probably better off to bring someone like Saber Hakosai just for some raw damage option. Even on neutral, she does pretty good damage from my experience, so I think we're good with this setup. I shall kill the Genji. No effect. Inflicts poison during attacks, inflicts random debuffs during critical attacks. Shuten Doji refuses to use her NP, so I guess we're gonna have to fight here. Oh, that's right, Shuten Doji can't use her NP because she's still alive here, and her NP in the game is the poison that killed her, so she can't have access to it. Kamehameha, indeed. Or at least that's certainly how it's gonna feel once we're through. Alright, we're gonna just wipe Mikasa here from the face of the earth. Shuten, you know what to do. Here we go. It does suck not having an NP, but I guess I can just load her up with status effects to piss her off. And here we go. Say goodbye, Mikasa. Yep, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, Saber Hakosai's damage, even at neutral, is pretty solid. I think we're in good shape. Alcohol can be poisonous and medicinal. Alright, let's go. Waterfalls in various provinces. Saber Hakosai is really good. If I wasn't looking for the Trunk Sisters so much, I'd probably grail her to 90 like I did the others who have done well for me. Yes, we broke the bar. Excellent. And look at that, already at 82% charge for next ability. Why don't you resist? Robe of sticky string. If you don't mind. Alright, let's go. Another NP, if you please. It's not gonna be that strong, I don't think, but an NP is always gonna be stronger than a face card. A basic attack card, I mean. Darn, I was kinda hoping that would crit, but oh well. Oh yeah, look at that. Darn it, just a little short. Grudge Assault. That's painful. We're gonna keep protected. Increase NP gauge, oh nice. That was a little more painful than I was expecting, but it's whatever. Are we gonna get Shuten just for that crit damage? Bit oof of bit of an oof, but it's fine. We're in good shape here. We'll just cleanse it with the Round of Avalon. Remove debuff. Alright, let's see what this NP is exactly. Is it single target or AoE? I genuinely don't know. Fleeting World, Fleeting Might. Transients everlasting. This world in its entirety is rubbish. My grudge has its sights set on you. Okay, so it is single target. Oh my, that removed a buff before damage, didn't it? That is rather annoying, actually. I want to do a full Brave Chain with Hakosai, so let's do this. Brave Chain. I think he would think this should be enough to finish her, but we'll see. It might not, actually, yeah. Okay, I actually might, depending on how well this last arts card goes. Not good enough, unfortunately. Still, I'm going to win next turn. Alright, Hakosai's batteries left. And with this, I should be able to easily... 98%? Are you joking? Well, no problem. I've got a way to fix this. Here we are. Alright, now this I guarantee will finish the fight. Then I can just take out the other Tochigumos. Oh dang, she already has her NP back. Sheesh. I'll just finish this guy off and the rage I hear. I would have been a lot more angry if I didn't also have Asclepius' battery to help her get that last bit. But like I said, if I need an NP that bad, and I'm clearly about to win, I won't hesitate to use a command seal. That's what they're for, after all. Oh dang. Hakosai just cleaned up, didn't she? Dang. From Vendrushi adding. Ah. There we are. Vendrushi defeat. I have the feeling this is going to be another doesn't count fight. Yep, it's another doesn't count fight. Let's get one of these in real quick. Maybe I should go for an AoE this time. Lakshmi Bai can also help babysit Kentoki here, so I think we'll give this one a try. Good, my head's pounding, I'm all dizzy. Speed, strength, they all got it and then some. As if dealing with one alone wasn't hard enough. We're fighting both at the same time like that, we'll be dead in no time, right, Shootin'? Haha, this is so much fun. You're spry for such an old spider, aren't you? Here, spider, this way. Just follow. The sound of clapping. demonic wine tsunami. Well done. I never knew Shuten Doji was so skilled at warfare. Not only is she leading the Chushigoma away from Kentoki, she's also neutralizing the poison by sending out wave after wave of demonic wine. I had no idea Shuten used alcohol as a source of power while she was still alive, even if it does differ from her heroic spirit's noble phantasm. Blast disintegrates. It must be a secret technique of hers legend never mentioned. Perhaps she learned it in China, since so little is known about her time there. Oh my, somebody's angry. It's time you took a little break, don't you think, Grandpa? I've heard about you, you know. The great Tuchigo Ugamimi no Mikasa, big old monster that used to live at Mount O. Of course, I also heard you were killed a long time before we got there. Goodness, these heroic spirit things are so strange. Why, it's like having the dead come back to life. But you see, that mountain is all mine now, so it's time you went back to hell where you came from. Oh, was something I said? You're so scary all of a sudden. I should warn you, when I get scared, I tear things apart. I hope you don't mind. Oh dang, it did disintegrate. Shuten tore the massive energy to pieces, its magical energy signals fading rapidly. Master! Time to use the talisman. That takes care of the third general god, though I must say I'm still in awe of your technique, Shuten. It was so fast even my sensors could not follow, but it looks like you unleashed a high-speed attack in tandem with a huge wave from your demonic wine. Did I? I'm not entirely sure what I did either. I just felt like tearing it to shreds. Well, to be fair, the game also does love to use its disintegration animation for enemies dying who are not servants. Servants always use the glow. Though there are a few things I am sure of now. Hey, Brad, I figured out the trick behind the Genji poison. That old Tsuchigumo was giving off a miasma mixed with some kind of spell. Very strange. Anyways, you Genji warriors don't have to worry about getting paralyzed just from breathing anymore. Go nuts, Brat. Awesome, thanks. Now I can finally fight you without anything getting in the way, Honored Descendant. No, Ushiwakamaru. If you wish to cross this bridge, you'll need to cross blades with me. You need to cross blades with me first. I'm the depraved monk sworn to collect 1,000 swords. My name is Uzmashiku Benkei. Still persist with this game. I cannot let you cross Gojo Bridge. Stop it. I see you carry a most excellent blade indeed. Hey, stop it! Very well, I, Benkei, have decided that yours shall be my 1,000th blade. Come and draw your sword. Stop it, Benkei! We're trying to draw. I get it. We're trying to draw out the Ushiwakamaru hidden within there to overcome the hatred. Their rapid magical energy increase has resulted in a spirit origin ascension. Be careful, everyone. I am Yoshitsune. I'm Kagekyo. No. Overseer Yoshitsune. This corpse once belonged to Shana O, to Ushiwaka. Do not dare pretend to be Benkei. What do you know of him? I fought and fought and fought, and after a lifetime of fighting, my reward was fire and blades. My brother was oblivious to my true feelings. He ignored every word I spoke to him. I'll never forget how he wronged me. Even if my soul shatters to 1,000 pieces, I'll never forget this grudge I bear. My feelings are betrayed. The path I walked abruptly ended. No light awaits me where I go now. Any future I once had is gone now. Curse you, Yoritomo. Curse you, Japan. Curse you, Genji. How dare a lowly grunt like you pretend to be Benkei? Now feel my wrath. Bring it. I've been waiting to see what you got. I don't have anything to say this Kagekyo postin. You're the only one I want to talk to, Yoshitsune. Looks like this might be the last one. We're not at the place, strangely. Genji, I'll cut you all to pieces.
共に戦おう。女神。
力入れか。
A nice attack buff should be good, I think, but... no, I want to take out Kagekyo here. Kagekyo here. I think he might be able to take out this one life bar in one go simply because of how hard he hits. If not, okay, if not, that's fine. Unfortunately, I don't have any quick buffs. Lakshmi Bai is extremely tanky, so I'm not too worried about her, honestly.
運命をかけた戦いであれば熱を帯びなさいマルミアドワーズこれ以上
Alright, let's
気
go.
にさせるものか
Lakshmi Bai, use your NP. This should break the bar, and if not, Kintoki should do so with his Buster cards after.
守らねばならぬ人々の幸福なりなき
Excellent. I think she gets a quick buff for once she gets her interlude that's coming up, but... Or is it just a strength quest? No, no, the Genji will never be forgiven. Oh my. Let's see here. What's this do? I'm guessing it, yeah, applies trait Genji. We all now count as Genji people. Alright, well, I know what to do. I need to keep Kintoki alive because he's going to be key to victory here. Not sure if I should do this. I think this might work, I guess. Lakshmi Bai, I'm not worried about because she has her own guts, at least. Yeah, there we are. I think the, yeah, Brave Chain here should be good. Should get her NP, and I think Kintoki should get moves on that. Robe of sticky string. Here we go. Alright, this isn't going to be the most ideal one. What does this... What's the overcharge for Lakshmi Bai's again? Decrease enemy crit rate. And what's Kintoki's again? Iron stun, huh? In that case, I think this should do the trick, don't you think? Leave off with 3 layers of protection if this doesn't kill. Okay, good, that stunned her. And Round of Avalon will give us 3 layers of protection, so we have nothing to worry about in the coming turns. We should be completely safe. Now watch as she has Pierce and Invincibility Pierce. Yeah, remove buff. I forgot about that. I knew something. There was something I was forgetting. It is fine.
お月さんまで行っちまいな。
I have to wait until Lakshmi Bai's guts are up, otherwise the stuff with only chance to increase will not go up. However, this should finish it, no problem. And if not, I'll have Resurrection for Hades ready. Now, finish it, buddy. We got this.
なかなか面白い症状だった。
Easy. Yet again, huh? Alright, looks like this is gonna be the last one, I think, so I actually will bring a Moon Cancer to this one. BB, that is. She'll work rather well with Historia, though her low attack is gonna be a little bit of a pain. Man, you're strong, but I'm not done yet. I'm still standing on her, Descendant. All that blood you're losing looks quite delicious. Does this mean you're done pretending to be Benkei? Anyways, you sure got carried away, didn't you? You do realize the samurai there is filled with Genji poison. Head to toe, right? You might not have to worry about the air you breathe now that Mikasa's gone. If you let the samurai poke holes in you like that, you won't live much longer, you know? I'm not gonna die. Besides, I'm Benkei now, and Benkei never stops standing even after 100 arrows. So yeah, I ain't gonna die shooting. You know why? Because I still haven't gotten to asking a single question. Our Descendant, Yoshitsune. Did you possibly have to say to me, Genji? No, that's not right. I have nothing to say to you, more like, off up your head. All I want is my brother's head. That is all I really want. Only Yoritomo's head. But if I cannot have his head, you'll offer yours in his place. In your blades flow the blood Yoritomo will one day inherit, so offer your head to me instead. If you refuse, I'll just kill you myself. I'll annihilate every last one of Seiwa Genji's ancestors. Kagekyo. Look a lot like another heroic spirit I know. What? Okay, don't get too close now. Those spells you're casting on Kentoki are great and all, but if you get too close to them, it'll be your head that goes rolling. My head? My head, huh? Hey, Descendant, no, Overseer Yoshitsune, you pick up that head fixation for the warriors in the east? Fine then. I, Aquarius, Sakata Kentoki, risk my own head's ask you this. Oh. Alright, got your attention. You really want my head pretty bad, huh? Alright, if you beat me, it's yours, but first you gotta answer my question, because there's something I gotta ask no matter what. Yoshitsune Ushiwakamaru, our descendant from tomorrow who has already died, let me ask you last time, why did you fight? Why were you able to kill? Why were you able to steal? It couldn't just have been about survival, not for you anyway. No, you fought right until you met a tragic end. You fought so hard, you become a hero in 1,000 years from now in the Master's world. You must have had a reason for that. What drove a hero like you to fight so hard? Bro. That's right, you were a hero. That's why I gotta ask. What drove you to kill 100, hell, 1,000 enemy soldiers? What was it ultimately for? You became a hero on the battlefield, so I just gotta know. Why did you fight? Why? Do you want to know why? You say I became a hero? Master, may I say something? Something about Kagekyo's changed over the course of this questioning. They become something entirely different from hatred personified. I think their true personalities surface, even if just temporarily. And it has done so in despite the curse embedded within the corpse. We saw the same thing with Tawatota and Gozen, as well during the Samosa incident. Though they may now be corpses tormented by curse, they still retain a fragment of their pride, heroic spirits, as heroes who made their mark on human history. I can't believe you, Kentoki. You possess strength beyond ordinary people, yet you remain resolutely on their side. Despite all that, you don't know why I fought? You truly are something else, Kentaro of Mount Ishigara. That's the second time somebody's called me that. Why do I fight? A ridiculous question. I fight for the same reason anyone does. We fight with our heart and soul to make our ideals we hold dear. Our ideas we hold dear a reality. That's what defines us as Genji warriors. Ideals, huh? So that's your answer? Got it. So, a battle between warriors is a battle between ideals. In that case, you ain't got nearly enough to beat me as you are now. Nonsense. You who possess power, you who thirst, yearn, and struggle to make your wishes reality. If your desires are true, join battle and kill as you must. If you dream of seeing what lies beyond tomorrow, use the power you possess to make your way through me. Better believe I will. I can't, and my head's all yours. Yeah, that made me think we were probably about to head to this battlefield. This is the bloodstained battlefield of Limbo, where the losing heroic spirit soul shall be consumed upon defeat, the Imperial Deathmatch stage. My corpse's cursed name is Minamoto no Yoshitsune. My corpse's cursed name, my soul's cursed name is Kagekyo. My rage and hatred will cut you down in your tracks. Hear me, O frightful gods, and laugh. Your withering sun and shine, now come to me with the extent of your power. Show me what you'll do to see tomorrow. Alright, my descendant, you asked for it. Hurrah! Honestly, this story chapter feels like basically a better Chimosa in a lot of ways, although I guess that is entirely by design. And we're gonna bring Beebs to this one. Here we are, Beebs. Holy Night Supper will make all of the crits higher damage, while Demonic Sun Princess will only increase Art's critical strength, but because it is Art's critical specifically, it will also be a higher bonus. I could also use Sweet Crystal if I think she's going to use, but I haven't seen her use any survival skills yet, so I think we're safe. Alright, Holy Night Supper it shall be. Craft distance is 10. Now, BB's I have to use after everyone else's because her NP charges the party. So I definitely want to make sure hers is last in line, even after... Unless I absolutely need the Castoria's, I guess. Or if it's... Alright, Under the Dark Sun. Offer up your lives. Let's do this! I am Overseer Yoshitsune. Defense against NP attacks. NP strength will cover HP when defeating an enemy. Alright, I'm gonna have to be very careful and make sure I don't lose anyone. Alright, Kentoki, you should take away the first break bar all by himself, which is good. And there we go. And she's stunned, so she can't use her NP even if she charges it this turn. Foo foo foo. Evade. One turn, huh? Actually, remove an invincible and inflict... There we are. And stun. Haha. BB's got your number, buddy. BB's not especially strong, but she doesn't have to be for what we're doing here. I'll buff her best I can. Plus, hey, she can remove all debuffs from anyone but herself, since... Here we go. Brave Chain for BB. Here we are. And here we are. And there we go. Will that be enough damage? I don't think it is. It is not, unfortunately. Yeah, her attack is just too low, unfortunately. The good news, at least, is the BB's pretty tanky, so worst case scenario, we're in good shape. Oh, come on, how is she still alive? I really don't like this. Two left. Oh, interesting. Only 2 attacks, huh? Which means I can have, Alright, so if that's only 2 attacks and not for a full turn, then that's actually going to be a bit easier for me. I hate to waste Kentoki's NP, though. But at the same time, I don't want to waste BB's either, because while hers is weak, I still am going to need it. Let's play it safe. We're gonna use a Castoria Brave Chain and hope this does the trick, but I don't think it's going to, unfortunately. Oh no, it did, because of the crit. Wow. Dang, I didn't expect Castoria to be the lifesaver here. Charge gain, of course. Alright, whoever this hits, I cannot save them. I'm sorry, whoever you are, but there's literally nothing I can do because she removes buffs. That is the worst possible person she could have... Well, no. Oh wait, no, I could have used Sense of Nightingale to prevent buff removal, I think. Keyword think. I don't know if the MP negates it. Well, whatever. I have BB's NP right here, so let's go ahead and do it. BB Chanaru. It is time. Shouldn't be too hard to just use BB as my main damage dealer. It's not ideal, to be sure, but as you can see, she's still taking a big chunk out of the boss. She loves that fog, doesn't she? This is what I get for not using Sweet Crystal like I was hoping I should, like I was thinking. But of course, I was all nah, it shouldn't be all that bad. Resurrection for Hades. We need to have this both for the guts and the heal over time. Debuff immune. Now die again. Charge gain. Okay, so she doesn't do that every turn like I was thinking she might. Might be a bit of a waste, but I'd rather do it this way and make sure that we have it. NP gain up, and here we go. BB, Arts Brave Chain time. Alright, BB, show him why you're the first moon cancer, I guess. Oh, 30k, that finished her off immediately. Oh, wow, that was more than I was expecting. Well, no complaints. We've won, and because of the bone battlefield, we know this is officially the final one. Ha! It is hard to believe, but even as they're both locked in a furious battle to the death, neither is giving an inch. They almost seem to be enjoying themselves. We shall watch the battle intently. You're right, they do look like they are having fun. Kiara may be poor. Yeah, she has a tendency to do that. And by that I mean both the alter ego Kiara and the moon cancer Kiara. Because I've heard horror stories about both of them. Oof, oof, oof. I thought it was just the other day, but looks like it's been longer than I thought. It's almost like Baby Blue is back to his old bratty self. Yes, that's pretty much exactly what he was like back then. He'd throw himself at his opponents with all his might, never considering his own life it could end one day. Ah. When he gets like this, I don't think there's any chance he'd stop while he's still breathing. There. It may not be much, but Lord Kentoki has still managed to overpower Kagekyo. This is our chance, Master. I'm not stopping here, boss. Alright, by my command spell, then. I swear upon this battle. Bring us victory. Does that work on non-servants? This ends now. Fleeting noble phantasm, fleeting world, fleeting might. Rah. I don't know if I ever seen such a reckless, headstrong warrior before. Well fought, honored ancestor. However, though I did make use of miasma of Mikasa's miasma to spread it, the Genji poison always came from me. I was its source. I'm an avenger. My sole purpose is to bring death to all Genji. Every strike of my blade, every exhalation of my breath, even my very gaze is meant for killing Genji. Yeah. Clearly, you should focus on killing Chaos. You could be great friends with Jack. Mom said it's my turn to kill the Genji. You must have known that after crossing blades with me, and yet you never attempted to change the way you fight. Even I can't help but be surprised at that. See now how selfless been, how fiercely you devoted yourself to our battle. I could expect no less from one of the original pillars of the Genji clan. Well done, truly. So I do not know how much meaning my words will hold for you, but Kintoki, of the four heavenly kings. If by chance you should survive this death match, continue your current path. Indeed, you've been walking your own path for some time, and now you are beginning not to walk but to run. Even if you must tear through a corpse consumed by vengeance as you've done here, all you need to do is keep running with all of your heart and soul until you've reached the end. Know that you are on the right path and keep moving forward. Do that, and I have no doubt you will accomplish many things. I have no doubt you will triumph over the many hardships. Back for what little it may be worth, I would go far as to guarantee it. There, I've said what I had to say. All I ask now is that you not forget it. Gasp. Oh, what the? Last thing I remember, I just fired a big blast of lightning. I thought for sure I was done for. Huh? You won, Kentoki. The spirit origin is completely gone. Oh, hey, boss. Indeed, I've confirmed both spirit origin and spirit core have disappeared. Though, of course, thanks to the talisman, we do not have to worry about their soul being absorbed by the mandala. That's great. Couldn't have hoped for more. So, by the way, now that Genji's poison's made its way through my system, I don't expect to be around much longer, so, I'm sorry. I recited a poem, but I was never much good at book learning. Would you mind reciting one in my stead? No thanks. Oh, come on, don't be like that. This ain't golden at all. We fought Yoshitsune together with every bit of strength we had, didn't we? So can't you at least send me off with... Don't be so quick to throw your life away, damn it. Oh, but... Idiot. You're not going to die. Eh? It is true, your vital signs are all stable, Lord Kentoki. You've lost a great deal of blood, and you did have some fractures and ruptured organs, but those injuries have already healed on their own. Perhaps it is because you are the child of Sekiryu. Huh. I'm not gonna die? No, you're not gonna die. I guess once we took her out, her poison was immediately nulled. So we say we keep going then. Of course you're not. You didn't even notice it was happening. What was happening, did you? All that samurai's animosity for the Genji disappeared while you two were talking things out. As for the blood you lost, you'll get all back once you've had a decent meal, no? Gotcha, so their grudge is already gone. That's, on second thought, never mind. Alright, boss, Shuten, Donzo, let's head back to the Genji house. We still got 4 left, so we gotta stay on guard. I do like how much they've increased the rewards for completing the story. Quite nice. Dragon, Divinity of Calamity. Act 13. Wonder who this could be referring to. Ooh, indeed. During the battle against Terra no Kagakyo, a strange sight was unfolding before the newly constructed Rashomon Gate of the Oni Castle, Mount O. Oni do not ordinarily band together as living abominations and not beholden to the constraints of their local ecosystems, so nearly all of them live entirely alone. While a few gathered in Mount O as of late, driven by their fascination with Shuten Doji, the noble Oni are without doubt an exception to the rule. Indeed, they're the first exception to exist since the Oni army vanquished by former Sei Taoshin Sakano to no Taramaro. Now those Oni have been acting even more strangely. What are y'all standing in the line standing in line the way those human warriors do? What could you possibly... Out of nowhere, dozens of Oni lined up in front of the Oni Castle Rashomon and began to march in unison. This made it clear that they possessed something typically foreign to Oni, loyalty. Not even Shuten Doji, in all of her rare Oni nobility, had inspired such an act of immense loyalty. Something tells me this is very much a bad omen. This march was undeniable proof. This can't be happening. This shouldn't be happening. What are you doing? We Oni aren't supposed to act like that. Shootin', Who did this? How did you control these uncontrollable Oni so easily? Who are you? And so, the 5th General God appeared before the Oni Castle. This thing had seized control of the Oni in an instant and was now about to make its way to Kyo. Whatever it was, it shone brightly under the moon's red light. It commanded the vicious Oni with a smile on its face. Every gesture it made, every sound it produced, everything about it made apparent the terrible power raging within the creature's form. None could resist, none could refuse. Even Ibaraki Doji, the would-be leader, could not help but bow our head in its presence. Such was the light this strange being gave off. Such was the force of its presence, and looking upon it for ordinary creatures was akin to gazing the heavens themselves. This being was a god. Looks like this is gonna be a group battle, so go back here. Dozens of Genji warriors gather around the Suzaku Gate. They're the only ones left in the city who can contribute to the battle yet to come. Their leader, Raiko, 2 of the 4 Heavenly Kings stand at the front, prepared to meet the approaching threat in battle. And that threat is a group of Oni that easily broke through the bounded field of the western edge and are headed straight for the avenue. On the advice of Abe-no's Seimi, who expected a fierce battle may take place, the Genji warriors have elected to hold the line on Suzaku. And now the Oni are about to arrive. Stay sharp, everyone. We have Oni headed straight for us. I can't understand it. I'm told Ibaraki leads the Oni of Mount O now, but we still have our treaty with Shuten in place. The treaty should mean there is no aggression on either side while it remains in effect, and of course, Shuten's the closest thing to the Oni have to a king. Her strength is unrivaled. She closely resembles one of Oni Kind's legendary Demon Kingdom. Somehow, in spite of that, these Oni are making their way down the mountain to attack the city. I simply cannot understand it. Aw, that's sweet, but flattery won't give you anything except maybe some of my wine. Oh, and my peaches if you'd like some. No, thank you. There's something about peaches I find very unnerving. Aw, don't you like them? They're so sweet and juicy. Don't you think so, Brat? Yeah, I love peaches. Fifth General God is approaching Mount O with a group of Oni in tow. While Lord Abe no Seimi did predict this, I cannot help but wonder. We were just on Mount O a few hours ago and nothing like this was going on. Hey boss, I was just thinking. And the first two general gods show up inside Rashomon, right? Then Yoshitsune and the big Chuchigoma showed up from the end of Goju, and now we got this one coming all the way from Mount O. I'm sure there's some kind of reason, but doesn't that seem awful far away? Toki. Yeah? Lord Sammy put up a great bounded field to fend off invasions from powerful monsters. I know, and I'm sure Shuten's gang knows that even better. Yeah, that thing is so annoying. As such, we should assume the bounded field operates in response to the General God's power. In that case, the stronger the General God, the further away the Suzaku Gate would keep them when they materialize. I believe it is a layered bounded field that reacts to the quantity of magic, mystics, or possibly magical energy levels. It is certainly a sign of how Lord Abe no Seimei became such a legend. I suspect the spell would easily surpass the relics of even the strongest aesthetics. Alternatively, it could be Seimei's bounded field uses ashes from the Buddha, or something similar. Yeah, there's a lot of pretty good fruits. Peaches aren't a favorite, but they work fine. I'd go for pears myself, I guess. Either way, it seems safe to assume the enemy's gotta be ridiculously strong. Although I have been adding some more blueberries to when I need to add fruit to my meals lately. I end up grabbing a pack of them. They're actually quite good, I think. Ooh, and strawberries. Those are pretty good, although only in small amounts at a time. Too much and it can overload you with sweetness. Either way, it seems safe to assume this enemy's gotta be ridiculously strong. Bring it on. Me and Danza are both good as new thanks to Tsuna's caster. Not to mention Raiko and Suna are both in top shape. Sure, they may have a numbers advantage, even with the other Genji warriors here, but Raiko and the four Heavenly Kings are worth 1,000 soldiers each. Doesn't matter how many Oni they throw at us, we can take them. Don't forget about little Omi. I'm not usually one to beat up my fellow Oni, but we did have an agreement, so I'll get to the bottom of this. You can even go back to the house and take a nap if you like. Fairies, indeed. Doki, Shuten, quiet. Oh my, it feels like just the Oni are here. Ibaraki's supposed to be there. Peter, so it's odd they just gotta go to sleep. Alright, see you later. Or Panda, have a good time. Sleep, I guess have a good time wouldn't be right. Alright, sleep well. Thanks for stopping by. Group of Oni is walking towards the Suzaku Gate. I can make out what appear to be corpses Shikigami. The corpses, to be corpse Shikigami, I'm detecting a large number of hostiles. There are at least a dozen, no hundreds of them. That's quite an army. But Suna, look at their leader. Ibaraki? I've confirmed it with my telescopic vision. Ibaraki is the one leading. Why would she do that when Shuten's on our side now? She'd never betray Shuten. It doesn't make sense, Master. I don't know about other Oni, but I know for a fact Ibaraki worships the ground Shuten walks on. I was sure Ibaraki would be one of the Oni not taking part in this attack. Shuten, I am sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't understand what's happening to me. She looked at me. It was like looking into your eyes. That's why. Shuten, Shuten. Ibaraki Doji appears to be extremely confused. It seems that fire she generated was a signal. As the bigger Oni and Corpse Shikigami are heading straight for us. Everyone, we cannot let a single one pass. We may be defending the city, but we treat this battle as if you're on the attack. In other words, Genji advance. Genji advance. Alright, let's go. This should clear them out. Alright, so these guys are all immune to debuffs. Interesting. Not that I'm using a farming team that requires it, but...
のである。こういうこともできる。全力だ。これが手加減だ。玉も下がっているように。
There we are. Clean them up, everyone.
というわけで
I'm pretty sure the last one's gonna be a semi-boss fight against Ibaraki, but Tamacat can handle it.
Good morning. Good 黄昏の時を再び。というわけで港の下でお昼休み7時ぐらい。Good morning.
I can remove the debuff with, yeah.
違法な
Round of Avalon will remove the debuff, and so she can finish it off. We'll also have a bit of protection against these Zerker attacks, which is good.
ぶっちぎりの
Alright, a Brave Chain should be sufficient. Yeah, I figured the Brave Chain should be enough, or at least I'm hoping it is. Yep, it was enough. Critical miss. Okay, yeah, this Buster Brave Chain will finish it off no matter what. There's no way it's surviving it. And there we are. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Ah, forming party before it begins. So this is gonna be a big one. Let's see how it goes. Alright, here we are. A saber enemy. Is it gonna be an army or... Alright. That does it. Get down here already. We have the advantage. Mob up the stragglers. Alright, that just leaves... I have to kill you all and keep moving forward. That's what she wants. I'll do it even if it kills me. I have to be an Oni. I have to. Ibaraki, have I forgotten that I still have your arm? Are you truly willing to throw your life away before you've taken it back? Suna, I still hate you, but there's nothing I can do. It's like my own heart won't listen to me. Idiot. Ow, ow. Shootin', I'm stuck. Hit me so hard my legs are stuck. You seem to be... Ibaraki, you might be the leader of Mount Oni, but I don't recall ever saying you should bring everyone down from the mountain. At least you didn't wake Kanakuma or Kuma, but still, what were you thinking? You're gonna arrange such a big game, you should have invited me. Well, Ibaraki? Shootin', shootin', I saw her, I really saw her. She's right there even as we speak. Even as we... Ah, what do I do? This is terrifying. Aww. Cluster of magic energy. Almost feels like a holy grail, but there's something different about it. A tremendous amount of magical energy is concentrating in the air. Is that a summon? No, it's not. It's a heroic spirit coming out of spirit form. Alone shouldn't be enough to distort the air like this. Magical energy levels are increasing. Oh no, they are off the scale. Whoever this heroic spirit is, they're at least as powerful as a Lostbelt king. What in the... Over there. Something... No. Shouldn't be anything there, but something's still taking shape. Is that... Shootin'? There it was. Manifested before their eyes. Though she looked human, she was anything but. She was a supernatural being, similar to an Oni, but she was neither of these. A nature god, a conceptual god, an incarnation of the world. Something altogether different from the beings that made up of body, mind, and soul, one that birthed, raised, and stole lives as it saw fit. They now stood in the presence of a truly ancient god, who have grown well, flourished admirably. Indeed, I'm impressed by what you've managed to learn in this time. I was told I could have the title of Sai, one of the general gods, but foo. I have no need of such things, for I've always been a god. Hear my name, creatures of this world. Gaze upon my form, creatures who slumber in the great beyond. I am Ibuki Doji, the dragon god of disaster. I am the mountains of water, the earth and steel. I am the heavens and storms, the fire and water. I am the first of Yamato no Orochi's 8 heads and tails. I come to you now from the mountain, and a calamity follows in my wake. To all living things, I am a disaster made manifest. So she claims to be one of Yamato no Orochi's heads, his divided spirit. Yamato no Orochi, it cannot be. Even my direst calculations could never have accounted for this. The dragon god of disaster, also known as the great god of Ibuki. Ibuki Daimyojin. I remember at least hearing that name before. It was the most destructive dragon ever heard to seen in Japan. Indeed, it is one of Japan's 3 most dangerous monsters ever. It and Kojiki and Nihon Shoki, also known as Daidashin, a great and terrible serpent god, but over time became known as the Daimyojin instead. In Chaldea terms, it would be a dragonkin phantasmal. It is also the physical embodiment of nature itself, and one of the old malevolent gods. And Ibuki Doji is its offspring. It is said to be a type of being said to be a type of divided spirit, which means the Oni there must be Ibuki Doji, the divine spirit, Ibuki. According to Chaldea's database, Ibuki is also said to be Shuten's childhood name. Consequently, Chaldea expected Ibuki to be another side of Shuten, or perhaps a different possible version, as a separate or heroic or divine spirit, but I never thought she would be anything like this. Even now, unable to determine her magical energy, at this point I can only imagine she is in the same league as the Greek gods from the 5th Lostbelt. Wow, that's strong. Foo. Be silent. Keep your mouths shut, but do not dare shut your eyes. You are to gaze upon me as you would the heavens, and kiss me as you would the earth itself. That is right, so you cannot do both at once, can you? I guess in that case, kneel. Gravity powers? Everyone alright? Why does my body feel so heavy? I've experienced something like this before. Gotta be similar to Zeus's trick. Damn, I'm impressed, boss. I can't believe you faced something this crazy before. Heck, I'm getting chills. This thing's a frickin' whopper. Well, what's about her being a different side of you shooting? What do you want me to say here? I cannot stand this. You get to look like morons about now. I just seem coming at some kind of haze or something. That's it. It's true, like the puppet said. That thing is me, another side of me. She might not look it, but she's the child of the god of Mount Ibuki. And you know, now that you mention it, I do get the impression that's where I might have been born. As for that hazy thing, I guess it's probably another one of my different aspects. The only problem is, I'm already here. Hey, Ibuki. Yeah, you, the one staring at nothing in particular. This is supposed to be my turn. For once, Shuten is pissed. Shuten's own powerful magical aura has weakened the high-gravity field. Is it some sort of spell of hers? What are you all doing? Get you off feet. You're just gonna lie down and sleep. You might as well leave, because Kyo won't need you anymore. Can you imagine what your ancestors would say? They saw you sitting back and letting me and Oni do all the work for you. Well, General Genji? You've made your point. Enough, not another word. Suna, Kentoki. I am ready. Same here. You all have the guts to take me on. You shouldn't cower in fear of her. Isn't that right, Genji? Say no more, Oni. It has always been the Genji's job to destroy anything that threatens Kyo, no matter how monstrous. Oh, huh? I don't like this. No, not one damn bit. I know I still had a lot to learn, but I didn't realize just how much. But now that I'm seeing this Ibuki creature, gotta hand it to Kyo. No matter how long I'm here, there's always something new to discover. Since the first day I sat here, I've been seeing monsters. Creatures, Shikigami, Oni, Tuchigumo. And now I've even got the sense of an ancient, malevolent dragon from the Age of Gods. Starting to think we'll never get born around here. Think so, boss? Alright, prepare for battle. We're gonna fight a divine spirit. Understood. I'm prepared to use every last bit of my magical energy, my spirit origin, and spirit core. Not cross the Suzaku Gate as long as we're around. Hey, Ibuki, may have just woken up. We're gonna put you right back to sleep. Genji, advance! All units prepare for battle. We're gonna fight this god and win. Oh my. The enemy divine spirit origin has grown from less than 2 meters over 3 meters. This must be your combat form master. Very well, I will allow you to fight back. And of course, as a saber, we're going to bring an archer. Again, not a big fan of Chloe, but I can't exactly sit here and pretend she isn't an incredible servant. So we're going to win with her. We cannot afford to do things by half measures. I have the feeling this is where the story is going to start getting really hard, so let's get ready. You're asking for it. Bolting. Oh my. This is the Epic of Remnant Grand Battle theme. I guess this truly is the direct sequel to Shimosa. Dazzling scales. Attack damage is 0. This is gonna hurt like hell, isn't it?
So したいの？下がっているように。そこです。そうだ。あら、イカズチ。
お月さんまで行っちまいな。
早炊きです。カルウェナ。早炊きです。カルウェナ。
そうかよ。
とっておき。
I might be able to pierce her if I do this.
山を抜き。
This is obviously a story fight that I just need to survive long enough to win, so... Finally, some damage. Releasing divinity. Stars down. Oh dear. Alright, these are all stacking, I see. Then yeah, this is absolutely a scripted fight. Quite unfortunate. Guess I'll protect everyone best I can and just stall. But I guess I now know I need a Pearson Vuln, so Sweet Crystal's not leaving my,
空嵐イカズチ誇りあ下がっているように撃てマルミアドワード輝きロック風フラッシ
At least she has no defenses against extra attacks, or whatever dubious value that is. She's not even using her MP. Well, to be fair, she's just,
話しかける。
ふんいいわふんこっちよバイバイおそばゆ空嵐イカズ
yeah, I should have gotten the Pierce here.
誇りにかけて
Chain error.
輝きこちらですおそばゆい
触りたくないのか。触りたくないのか。
空嵐イカズチ
副作用のないはずだ。話しかける。
とっておき末大粛清法ははじ
Alright,
め
here we are. We should get a decent amount of healing out of all this then.
山を抜きなお落ちることなきその両力百薬三年俺の最果ての島罪の都最後の竜は我が胸に集う円卓の守護者たちラウンド・オブ・アバロン
足りない。この程度がせいぜいだ。
神なる音圧倒し下がっているよう
Alright, an extra attack can actually damage her.
足を狙います
I could stop this and go to just grab sweet crystals so I can ignore this entirely with the flowy, but I'm already close to. I'm pretty sure I just have to break the first bar and this is over.
神なる音
代金などいらん。
したいのこ
少し痛いぞ。
っちよ
Focus on arts cards. We should be able to break the bar with this.
空嵐イカズチ
ただの直進だ。
とっておき
よく聞くぞ。
見せてあげるわ
Alright, she's gonna be invincible with this, so that's fine.
山を抜きなお落ちることなきその両力百薬三年
少し痛いぞ。
輝き
Oh, come on. Are you serious? Come on. That should have ended it.
神なる音
ただの直進だ。
ふん
少し痛いぞ。
We are break bar open, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna end the fight.
空
Truly
嵐
losing.
い神なる音ひは空嵐いかずち
What is this? She now uses her NP.
ありえざる両下がっているように
What Hades?
違
This
法
is
な
really
国
tricky.
時の終わり
I'm pretty sure Len wants to use her
なる
NP at
剣
least.
は彼の手明言なる勝利を刻めラウンドオブアーマ
真の蘇生薬とは比べるべきもの。受け取るリザレクションフルート。
そこです
If she uses her NP and it doesn't immediately end, I'm just gonna restart and use the sweet crystal to ignore her pierce. Just to pierce her invincible.
早立てですカルウェナ熱を帯びなさいマルミアドワーズ誇り圧倒しますそうしたいの輝きこちらですおそばゆい
やりたくないのか
キル
こういう感じは。
そうだあらイカズチ
勝利は目前だな。
とっておきありえざる妖精の見せてあげるわ圧倒します
Triple crane wings. We got this.
矢を落ちることなきその両翼百薬三年違法な国時の終わりなれど剣は彼の手に明言なる勝利を刻め
Storage should be able to protect us with the upcoming NP.
そこです神なる音切る空嵐イカズチ
まったく仕方のない。
下がってい
この
るように
私に命令か。
輝き
So there comes the NP. Let's see how it goes. Alright, what is her NP exactly? Sword of the Gods,
恐
Kutani,
れよ震えよ
Tremble.
災いは
Now calamity
今
descends
こそ
upon
お前
you.
たちのもとへと来たる真意抜刀
It's your divine wrath.
さらぎの太刀
It must have invincibility pierce,
神なる
which is
音
very yeah. It clearly has invincibility pierce because I put invincibility on her. Well, if you're gonna pierce invulnerability, Ibuki, so am I. You're not the only one with an invuln pierce ability. Look at this, we need Sweet Crystal. Let's see how well all those shields go. Let's see how well those shields work when when I can just bypass all of your defenses.
腕比べといこう。さてと。
神なる音
Straight from Kade.
下がっているようにそこです
What the hell?
嵐イカズチ
She just obliterated Castoria! Holy crap!
こうしてほしいんでしょう早立てですカルウェナ そんなに見たいの？
力入れっか。お月さんまで行っちまいな。そうかよ。
とっておき。
Triple crane wings,
弾
single.
けるぜ。
Alright, she should bypass the Pierce here.
山を抜き
Alright, let's go.
なお落ちることなきその両力着薬3
Yep. Completely ignored. I love it. Oops, I didn't need to waste his on that.
一目必殺ゴールデンスパー。
Truly amusing. I guess the stun is helpful here. Release Noble Phantasm. Chloe. Here we go, Chloe, it's up to you.
山を抜きなお落ちることなきその両
Here we
力
go.
着薬3行くわよ。バイバイ。
神なる音。
空、嵐、イカズチ。
Yeah, no.
とっておきいいわ。
承知。
You're not getting your shields there, Ibuki. I'm sorry. Look how easier this is now that I use Kuli Crystal. I'm glad I kept that thing.
行くわよ。
おそばゆい。神なる音。
Oh, that's not good, is it? Uh-oh. She's going all out now.
切り返します。
Buster resist down.
戦線を離脱します。
Unfortunate to lose Pistoria. Yeah, over 1 million. The fight's over now. We just need to kill those 2 bars. Wait, it's not over? It's not over? Am I seriously expected to break through 1 million HP? At least the good news is she doesn't have her defenses anymore, but come on.
行くわよ。
勝利は目前だな。ここでこうだ。当然だろう。
とっておき。
Alright, I should be able to do this then. Alright, let's go.
山を抜き水なお落ちることなきその両力着薬3年。
冥府の神よ、見るがいい。セレクションフロート派です。
Alright, now we should get a good heal over time here.
空、嵐、イカチャ。
守りたくないのか。声を止めさせた。
おいおい。行け。
おそばゆい。
ここでこうだ。当然だろう。
いいそうしたい
Alright, here we
の
go.
行くわよ。
おそばゆい。おそばゆい。
バイバイ。
おそばゆい。切る。
こうしてほしいんでしょう。とっておき。
アルゴノーツ、
見せてあげ
この
るわ。
私に命令か。行け、我らアルゴノーツ、アストラプステアルゴー。キラクレス。
Alright, Buki is definitely a trickier than I thought if they seriously expect me to take out all these life bars. Alright, here we are. That should make her crits a lot less of a problem.
神なる音。切る。触りたくないのか。
Guard.
そんなに
Unfortunately, her NP has Pearson Vuln, which doesn't
こうしてほしい
mean
んで
which
しょ
means I can't do much here.
ただの
そう
触診だ。
したいの。行くわよ。
少し痛いぞ。おそばゆい。
Well, if the
おそりん。災いは今こそお前たちのもとへと来たい。真剣。さなぎのパチ。
あなたの顔。
香りだい術。
it's still not ending, I see. This is quite unfortunate.
おいおいおいおいおい。行け。そ
おそばゆい。
いける。無様に。
Rulers resist damn near everything, so I have a bit of time on my side.
ここでこうだ。当然だろう。
始めよう。常に別の可能性よ。構わないが、そうか。なるほど。おそばゆい。
I may have to. I don't have any revive cords. If I die here, I have to use the cords.
いか。
まったく仕方のない。
賢明な判
Elementary, my dear.
断。初歩的なことだ。とも。エレメンタル。
There you go. I think we can do it. Honestly, I wish he'd just get rid of Jason already so his cards would be removed from the pool.
実に興味
だから俺は。
切る。賢明な判断。面白い。ふう。おそばゆい。おそばゆい。おそばゆい。実に興味いかずし。
Of course. There's nothing I can do to prevent this.
始める。そうかい。
I can't. Even a fully heal will not help me any. Even if I use my last command spell for a full heal, it's not gonna be enough. But I've already gone through this.
始めると構わない初歩的な
Well, the attack. I can't believe it landed at the right time. Even has magic resistance, but it's only 25% chance to dodge. And for all I know, she could have a higher than 100% chance.
実に興味
敬まん人知の及ばぬものが世にあるとここにて思え真剣さなぎの太刀
面白い
They actually require me to win this legitimately. Already done it once before, no point in holding back now, right?
そんなに見たいの？早書きです。カルウェル。
Actually, I should probably do this first.
承知
Because that's going to be Buster Down, which by extension is also going to affect his Buster Brave chain. And Stunder. Honestly, that was probably a waste of quartz, but I don't care at this point. I am Ibuki has absolutely pissed me off, and I don't care. It's one quartz, and it's one win. Oh, right, I wasted her buff. Whoops. Well, no matter. I've got this. Alright, here we go. Do it. This should finish off the life bar. If there's another one after that, well then, you too, Ibuki. And this should end it. Golden Spark. Finish it in the most golden. You're kidding me.
承知
そうしたいの？そこです。こっちよ。
おそばゆい
Okay, so yeah, I only had to beat those. But yeah, that was insane. Was that worth it? Absolutely not. Do I regret it? Well, it made the stream last about half an hour longer than I was expecting. Even longer, actually. My blade can't touch her, Casta. Save your spell, I know. Rapid words, but nothing's working. She has a personal bounded field on her entire body. This durability, its overwhelming presence feels though we're fighting Mother Nature herself. Ibuki Doji is still alive and well, even working together. Our allies cannot hit her spirit core. We'll just see about that. Living things. Fragile things. Offer yourselves to me. You want them that badly. Shuten! Shuten struck from behind. She completely destroyed the bounded field and tore clean through Ibuki's body. Her attack cut all the way to Ibuki's spirit origin. Ibuki is another aspect of Shuten Doji. Though they may have different appearance, they share the same origin. That may be why Shuten Doji's claws can actually harm her. Huh? What the hell? Just what happened with the corpse Shikigami? Her wound's already closing. It's just like what happened with the... No, it is not that. Her magical energy is nothing like the corpse Shikigami's. I believe this is just her own innate regeneration. So she's immortal then. Ah, well that's pretty golden on its own right. Take a look though, she's shrunk back to normal size. This might be our chance to... Oh... Single utterance. Once again, crushing gravity created magical veil, peeling into every human and Oni where they stood. Even Shuten, who shared the same spirit origin, was not immune. The gravitational field was far stronger than the first one. So much that only Ibuki could resist its pull. All the others lay on the ground, their heads bowed low. In the presence of their true ruler, there's nothing more the living beings could do. Damn it! I can't move my arms. No, I can't even move a finger. Single finger. Body, I can't move. Boss! Master. Now then, living things. While I have no desire for such sacrifices right now, I suppose I could devour if you're so eager. Let's see. I'll start with you. That is a very big thing. Alice? Bowman. Oh, Limbo, you villain. It seems your scheme is not quite going as planned. It seems so far you've only managed 4 heroic spirits offered in sacrifice. Assuming the demonic tree behaves as Imperial War is meant to, it must require 7 souls to grant this wish of yours, being still 3 to go. Your efforts to procure them have met with a failure at every turn. It would seem you underestimate my Genji warriors very seriously, Doman. No, Limbo. It's true, Lord Minister of the Left. As ever, nothing escapes your notice. Your Excellency's warriors have indeed managed to waste the excellent General God's souls I took great pains to summon. But nonetheless, only a second, no third-rate villain would panic at this turn of events. As an alter ego and a high servant, I always strive to be first-rate in everything I do. By way of example, do you know anything about the two gods next to me? To my right, well, thy shogun, it's a portal. It's a portal. And to my left, Dion Chernobog. Those are from completely different mythologies, aren't they? You see, I'm a high servant, and so these 2 divided spirit pillars of dark gods have both assimilated with me. In addition to their souls, I've also added my own, that of Oba and Ashiadomen. What's more... Okay, so yeah, I've already happily fed them the pseudo-tree of emptiness. Fed them to the pseudo-tree of emptiness, oh yes. Depraved bastard. How could a mere human think to consume deities? Even the gods of foreign lands will not stand for such blasphemy. It would have been a great offense had you shed your human form, but you've not. Oh well, I could hardly hope to accomplish such the thing in an ordinary human body. No human body could ever contain the sheer quantity of information within a divine spirit. But fortunately, you need not worry, for I have long since transformed my mind and body alike into spells. Doing so even allowed me to use Shikigami to clone myself. Well, I suppose only this original form remains now after some unpleasant circumstances. But at this point, even this body's no more than an advanced spell. What a fool. Still, fool or not, it would seem you have at least some facility with planning. Thought you were the type to lose yourself in pursuit of your ambitions, but it seems I was mistaken. Now I see you are the type to strangle a hostage to death before contacting your parents for ransom in exchange for a safe return. Oh, not at all. I'm afraid you have the wrong name, Your Excellency. I'm Limbo. No, wait. My apologies, I'm Oba Ashiadomen. Now please, sit back and enjoy the show. You'll get to see the great Heian era end and mine begin. Now, since it's time to welcome the 5th, or rather 8th and final General God, I think I shall begin the next part of my plan ahead of schedule, as befits a villain such as myself. Oh, interesting. So, he actually fed 2 to it, so he only needed one in the end. By that, I mean it's time to let my pseudo-tree of emptiness bloom. This is one of the secret techniques imparted to me Hereby the foreign god known as Lucifer, the great Satan who has summoned me to this world. A ritual designed to grow a tree of emptiness. Ordinarily, certain conditions must be met for a tree to grow to maturity, but we need not worry about that now. This is why I prepared a holy grail, and the heroic souls to feed it. Now at last, the chalice is filled with 7, enough magical energy with which to reach the root. While it's unfortunately a bit unstable, and I still need one more soul to grant my true wish, it will more than suffice as a means of laying the groundwork. Now then, without further ado, hear me, O twisted roots of emptiness that would invade all creation. Now is the time to grow and bloom. Pseudo tree of emptiness, Naraka Mandala. The dark roots of cosmic fantasy shudder. Not looking good. It's just like the one that was in Olympus. And that one only failed because the people working against it from the start. An unnerving, strong pulse echoes across the sky as all the crystals make up the demon tree's trunk grown under the strain. Thanks to all the souls of 7, it begins to blossom in earnest, and the curse laid upon the entire world bursts into petals. A scream excoriating all of humanity roars throughout the air. Behold, this malevolent flower blooms to lay an impossible hypothetical world atop the one that already exists. Now begins the final phase of the villain's wicked scheme. Even now, it howls in frenzied pain as it attempts to usher in a new era. I believe this is also music from Epic of Remnant, isn't it? Promised millennium of peace was nothing of lies. All that remains now is a perversion of destiny. Chaotic, hellish landscape of screams, resentment, anger, and jealousy continues onward towards the planet's destruction. These petals' sole purpose was to usher in the Lostbelt of endless torment. A defiant singularity and horrific Lostbelt all in one. They are the gateway to hell itself. Well, I at least got a refund on the one I spent. Feel free to poke fun at me if you wish, but I won in the end, at the very least. Oh crap, we have an Eye of Sauron to deal with now. But I think, Raksha King. Well, I think now might be a good time to call it. Definitely went longer than expected, and Ibuki was far more frustrating than expected, so I don't think I have it in me to keep going. Well, until next time, thank you for watching, hope you had a good time, and I'll see you later.